Welcome everybody to the FA Cup third round live. Yes, we're here, it's happening. What a time to be alive. It's the third round, it's Stockport County at home to West Ham Utd. It's the National League versus the Premier League. This is where it begins. This is where the run to the final starts for Stockport County. Yes. Hello everyone, how are we all? I can see you all streaming in. I hope you all just enjoyed Gio and Gonzo's video. I hope that all went swimmingly. For once, I actually know the lineup. I've actually seen the lineup a little bit before time. Usually I don't see it until now, but I've got it this time. And I have to say, it's quite exciting, isn't it? It's quite exciting. Hello everyone. To the Russian man in the chat, do you show video translation? We do not. Apologies. I would say that in Russian. Don't know how. I apologise. Yeah, it's exciting, isn't it? It's the third round of the FA Cup. I'll be by myself today. There was going to be someone, but that's didn't work out, unfortunately, last second. So you got me, and you got Stockport versus West Ham United. Now, what we're going to do is... Okay, so Abs the Dabs has asked it, and I've seen Chuck. Hello, Chuck. So I'll address this. I haven't got it, as you can see, because I've ordered it. I have ordered the new headphone, and at the top of the website, it said we are currently experiencing delivery problems due to the UK leaving the EU. So we'll see when it turns up. But it has been. Thank you very much, Chuck, and thank you very much everyone else for joining. I tell you what, let's say hello to everyone before we go into the lineups. What we'll do is we'll do Stockport first, because I don't know Stockport's players well enough to really fully give comment on them. So we'll run through that, and then we'll get onto the West Ham lineup, which I think is what everyone wants to see. And it's the one that's just, if I'm being honest, it's quite exciting. Well, it depends how you look at it, but most people would say it's quite exciting. Anyway, hello to Aaron McDermott, Abs Dabs, Alan, C9, Chuck, D Swissport, Dansky, Garino, JJ Smith, Jake Hamilton, Kev D, Lee, Leonardo, Martin, Marcus, Mixie, Omar, Schizo Base, Stevie C, Thomas, Wally World, West Ham Clips. Subscribe if you haven't already. And then the Russian name, which I cannot pronounce. Kieran's just walked up as well. Jordan Lane, Richie. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Schizo. I appreciate that. So, let's get straight to Stockport, shall we? Let's get straight to the big boys. Let's see their team. Let's see who's going to be bantering us off on this day. I don't know the formation. So Ben Hinchcliffe in goal. I know he's a goalkeeper. A, because he's got the number 1, but B, because there was a video I saw very briefly earlier on this afternoon. I didn't watch a Stockport video, which had him on it, and he's a goalkeeper. But I didn't fully check. Jamie Green with a 250. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. Biscuit Fund and all that. Thank you very much, sir. So we'll go back to the Stockport. We do have a Stockport fan in. Ross Worrell. I'll be coming to you very briefly, Ross. That's interesting. So, Ben Hinchcliffe, Sam Minihan, Liam Hogan, Lois Maynard, John Rooney, Connor Jennings, Jordan Williams, Mark Kitching, Jordan Keane, Ryan Crossdale, and Alex Reed. That's the one you can't see at the bottom there. It's Alex Reed. And then substitutes, Jennings, Palmer, Thomas, Bennett, Scott, Southern Hales, Barnes, Gilmore, Hinchy. Now, I don't know these people, but Ross Worrell, who is saying up the Stockport, good luck. Watch out for John Rooney. John Rooney Masterclass. What kind of player is John Rooney? Where does he play? Give me some info, Ross. I'm interested to hear the Stockport. What's your prediction for the Stockport? I'm interested. Talk to me. Let's go straight to West Ham. The one I can talk about while we wait for the information from Ross, who I'm relying on here, Ross. I'm relying on you. It's strong. It's a strong lineup. Dan Randolph, Kufal, Dawson, Ogbonna, Johnson in defence. Noble and Rice as a double pivot. Yarmolenko, Benrahma, Lanzini, Mikhail, Antonio. That's a very, very strong lineup with a bench of Nathan Trott, Baptiste, Alves, the new signing, Cresswell, Souček, Fornals, Bowen, Holland, Odubeko. I mean, that is a very strong lineup. That's one of the strongest lineups you could have actually gone with. You could maybe argue resting Cresswell, you're resting Souček, but outside of that, it's very strong, isn't it? It's a very, very strong lineup. Fo, you sent me this Stockport for information. Thank you very much, Fo. I will check that in a second because that is information I need. I am very... Yeah, let's go with the word ignorant. Ignorant's the one I'm going to go with. I see Ross. CM He's a centre mid, top assist, top goal scorer this season on penalties and free kicks, runs the squad. Alex Reid up front is in fine form too. He's our main centre back too, but our main centre back Palmer on the bench, which is frustrating for us. Okay, that's good information. So we're going to have a look. We're going to be looking for Rooney in midfield and Reid up front. I know you've been doing quite well this season. So I suspect you'd have a striker in form. So that's the one to be looking out for, is Alex Reid. Richie's come through as well. John Rooney has scored 4 goals in 3 FA Cup games this season. Flipping heck. It's like Sebastian Haller in the League Cup. Hey, lads, he's gone. Anyway. Will there be a match link in the Discord, says Vegan Tennis Brothers. I'm glad you asked, sir. I'm glad you asked, because there will be a match link. If you're looking for a match link, if you click on the Discord link in the description below, it should be the top link. There's a bit called Stream Links. Have a click on there. It should be a thing. What a time to be alive that would be. And the other thing to say, right, is if you're not already, the earlier in the month you do it is the better time to become a Hammers Chat patron. So much content over there. 2 Spanners, 1 Hammer, which is the show I do with Ray Borum, who's been on this very watch along before, been in other videos as well. Good lad, does his fan cams and match reviews over here as well. We've got Gio's morning previews, match day preview, sorry, where he talks about the tactics of the opposition for the Premier League games. Always good, makes me seem like I know what I'm talking about. You've got Gio and Gonzo's match day morning show. You've got other random videos. You've got mugs of tea going on over there, which is like a cup of tea, but on the Patreon. It's good stuff if you wanted audio versions of our videos. If that's the sort of thing you're looking for, check it out. It's over on the Patreon. Have a look. Patreon.com/Hammers Chat. Brian Lee, thank you very much, sir, with 5 CHF. What? Right, let's have a guess. CHF. That will be... What do you reckon CHF is? It's maybe Croatian? Let's have a look. CHF currency. It's the Swiss franc. Never would have guessed. Thank you very much, Brian. 5 Swiss francs. Thank you. I need to change that. I need to put it out now because I'm already behind. But I appreciate you and Jamie Green both. So let's just get that in now. Give me 1 second. See, this is the thing. When you're doing it with other people, it's very easy to set these things up because you can let them talk and then you do it in the background while you're not having to talk. But the problem with doing this yourself is you've got to do literally everything, don't you? So what can you do? Not complaining at all. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Jamie Green. Appreciate it. Rooney's brother's playing. Everyone's talking about Rooney's brother. That's apparently what it is. Swiss francs, everyone's confirming. Thank you very much. I just never would have guessed. The C is what threw me off. F went franc. That was what first came to me, but I didn't know if Croatia maybe had a franc thing. So let's get score predictions, Harry. It's a strong lineup for us. It looks like a strong lineup for Stockport as well, barring their main centre back apparently. But apart from that, it looks like a strong lineup. Let's get your score predictions. I can start to see some coming in. We'll start with Milan. If you've put one in above Milan, I apologise. We'll have to come back to it. 3-1 to the Hammer, says Milan. Alan talks about Haller. I'm sure that will come up, but I agree with you, Alan. Or 3-0. Little chef voucher. That would be a banger. Imagine that. 5 little chef vouchers. Mate, I'd get on there. Find a motorway. Find one. What a time to be alive. 4-0 West Ham, says Lee Velasco. I don't know where I've got the K there. I've always read it like that. Velasco is how I'm going to go. 4-0, he says. Looking forward to the game. 4-0, says Lewis Booty. 3-1, says Noah Ray. 4-0, says Stroud. 6-0, says Vegan Tennis Brothers. 1-0 Stockport, says Foe. Foe Sheezy, you dark horse. We'll talk about what I said on 2 Spanners yesterday, but Aaron McDermott says 6-0 Calla Souderland. Good to see you, sir. 4-0. Still don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, I'm guessing. Alan says 3-0 to West Ham. Kev D up says 2-0. Are Stockport going to score against us, says Jordan Lane? Most people are saying no. Ross Worrell says they will, though. 4-1 says... Ross Worrell, who is a Stockport fan, says 4-1 to West Ham. So he's saying there is. 5-0 Iron, says Dave Ben. 3-1 Reading will score free kicks, says Jamie Green. That's a fair point given what we've just been given. 5-0 says Migsy. 5-0 says Stephen Illicit Brumfield. He's going to give us goal scorers: Antonio, Noble, Pen, Yarmo, Rice, Ben Rama. This is a big game for Ben Rama, I thought. Richie says 5-0. Joe says, nah, more like 3-1. Okay, so it's 3-2. So this is what I'm saying, right? I said on Two Spanners, One Hammer yesterday. I said I didn't say I was nervous for this game, but I certainly wasn't brimming with confidence. You know what it's like. It's West Ham against the lower league opposition in the league, in the FA Cup. It's never the best time for us, right? So my gut said, I was concerned, but I wouldn't say I was scared. So I said, now, and I should preface this by saying, this was with the idea that we were going to play a much weaker team. I said 2-1 to West Ham, but I thought it would be very comfortable. It would be a comfortable 2-1. That's what I said yesterday, when I felt like we were going to have a lot more rotation in the squad. However, we've not rotated that heavily. I mean, I'm going to press this button again. Will it work? Will it work? It will. I mean, look at that for a side. That is basically as strong a side as you're going to get from us. Like, let's be real. You get Souček in there, you get Cresswell in there. That's basically the strongest you can get. Maybe Bowen as well. That's basically the strongest you can get in that formation. And so to see us go into that, I can't say 2-1 anymore. I'm going to have to go more than that. I'd have to say probably 4-1. I'll stick with them actually getting a goal. But I do think it'll be very comfortable. Who else are we seeing? When I go back? Let's go back to the score predictions. I'm trying to see where did I leave off? I don't remember, but Aaron McDermott 6-0, Calla said 4-0. I definitely read that one because I remember discussing your name. Ross Borrell said 4-1, 5-0, 3-1, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0, 3-2. That was one I read. There you go. 4-1, did a bet on it, says Michael. They're a tricky side. We shouldn't take it for granted, but 4-1, says JJ Smith. 3-2, says D Jones, sorry. 3-0, 3-1. 4-0, 3-0, or Dubeko. So this is interesting, right, as well. It's the bench. The bench is obviously, again, it's an interesting bench because you've got a couple of the stronger players on there. You know, you've got your Cresswells, your Součeks, your Fornals, your Bowens. But apart from that, you've got a lot of youth players on there, which raises the question, and it's obviously the one and only. It's sub bingo. How are we feeling about the substitutions? Now, I think this is an easier sub bingo than usual. I'm saying sub bingo, of course, if you don't know, is the game where we guess when David Moyes will in fact make an substitution. Never a given thing with David Moyes. I feel like 45 minutes is the obvious choice here. I feel like 45 minutes. I feel like Mikel Antonio coming off. I feel like Odubeko coming on. I feel like that's the obvious one. Given we're ahead. If we're ahead and we're comfortable, I think that's an obvious one. But I'd be interested to see what you did. I did have the build-up showing on the background during Gonzo. And I did notice them, one of them say half an hour, maybe, if we're already in the lead for Mikel Antonio off, taking off. So it's interesting. I don't know. Ben Davies, Mark Henry, hat-trick. Thank you. But first of all, thank you, Ben. Appreciate the £3. Big Mikel Antonio half-time hat-trick. There is a lot of that going around. And I can't act like you don't feel like Mikel Antonio is going to dominate in this one. You know what I mean? It feels it's a thing, isn't it? If we're being real about it, it is a thing. Whether it happens or not, I don't know. We'll find out. But I do feel like it's his game. I feel like it's Ben Rama's game. I feel like this is a huge game for Ben Rama, huge game for Lanzini. I was talking to Ray and Logan, who I did see in the chat. Logan, I did see you in the chat just a second ago. I didn't read out your thing because I'm about to mention you, so I should read it out. You said 30th minute sub, and you also gave the score prediction. Where is it? I'll find it, Logan. Don't hate me. Wait, I've got this. Wait for it. 4-0, he said. Still feeling it. I also said on that I feel like it's Lanzini and Ben Rama's game. Big games for them today. If they can put in some big performances, then they can actually make a statement in this squad. Half-time sub, says Wally World. Good to see you, sir. Who is Alves? He's the lonely centre-back signing we got. He's Danish. He's an under-21 international. Signed him for about, I think it was 1 mil or 2 million on the bench. Been training with the first team. I suspect because I think Diop and Balbuena are having to self-isolate given exposure to the Rona. I think that's what happened, which is why Diop's not in the team, because I was like, I feel like Diop should have started, but anyway. But halftime sub, says Wally. West Ham clip 69, stealing my gimmick. I don't see you, Clips. Stealing my gimmick, but at the same time, probably. Kala says 45. He's got the same idea as me. So does Duvet Dancer. 5 subs. Moyes is going to lead. Moyes is going for the lead, then sub key players. I think that's a smart way to go about it. Milan, 45 minutes as well. Ben Davis, 56. As my thing skips massively. I've got really itchy nose right now. If you give me just a second, it's going a bit hog wild. There we go. D Jones is 35. Fuzzy is 55. Where can I watch? Says GS Sunbeam. In the Discord link below, there is the top link in the description says Discord. Click on that. Join the Discord. There is a section called Stream Links. There'll be many in there for you to go and have a look. At least there better be, because I may or may not need one. I don't. I've got BT Sport. 45-minute halftime sub for the sub bingo, says Foshizu. I think it's the obvious choice. I think 45 minutes is the obvious choice. I think you get ahead in the first half, like you said, Fo. I think you get ahead, you make some subs, you take off the key people, and then you bring on your boys. I think that's the obvious one here. But it's I don't know. Do you know what it is? It's just FA Cup third round nerves, isn't it? It's an obvious banana peel. You can slip at any time, and if you slip, everyone laughs at you. You become Leeds. I don't know how some of those goals went in, by the way. But you become a Leeds, and no one wants that. And we're obviously very used to being the team who gets the giant killed side, I guess you'd put it in those terms. So, we are 12 minutes away from kickoff. As Foshizi has just given us the update, stream links in Discord. Everyone, a big thanks to my brother Ginge. Shout out to Ginge. Jim Stebbins, of course, an absolute legend of the Discord, legend of the game, legend of YouTube, really. Good lad. If he pops in, if you see the word Jim Stebbins, thank him. Logan Bowser says, is anyone nervous Antonio is going to get injured? Personally, I'm incredibly nervous. Literally every time he plays, and we have one striker. I think this is why I think halftime for him and Odebeko makes sense. So Logan knows. Logan was a guest, of course, this week on Two Spanners, One Hammer, the Hammers Chat Patreon exclusive podcast, made just for you. And we spoke about that. I felt like Odebeko, I felt like starting Odebeko made perfect sense to me. It would be a huge opportunity for him, a good show of faith, and to give Antonio the rest rather than the injury, because I feel like he doesn't need to. I don't feel like he doesn't need the stress. I feel like he doesn't need the stress of starting today. I'm happy he is, and actually, what I said on that show as well. I felt like this was an easy one for Moyes. I felt like this was an easy win for Moyes almost. I think all you had to do really was come in, you play a strong side, so all the fans get on your side because they go, right, you're taking the cup seriously, this is good, thank you. You play the strong side, and then you, you play the strong side so all the fans, my brain's switching, give me a sec. You play the strong side, and then that makes fans on side, but it also says to David Sullivan, I can't rotate, I need more squad depth. I think it's an easy win. You get through to the next round. I said we'd go out in the next round. The draw, if you haven't seen it, is we have Doncaster at home, and then we have either Liverpool or Manchester United away in the fifth round if we get past Doncaster, depending on who wins that game. So I think I was one round off. If we get past Doncaster as well, I think that's the round where we potentially go out. But it is what it is. I mean, we'll see how it goes. But I think this was an easy one for David Moyes selection-wise. I think he's done the right thing. He's got enough of a time now as well between this game and the next for rest. We've got 5 substitutes, which means you can get all of the key players off if you need to, if we're in the lead. And you've got some strong people on the bench as well if you need to bring them on. I think it's an easy one. I think this is an easy one for him today. A banana peel, yes, but I think one that's, you've seen it from about 5 meters away. You've gone, banana peel there. And then you mitigate for it, And I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Instead of sub bingo, goal bingo. Yes. You said king, so I assume Wally brought that up. Wally did bring it up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, game changer. Goal bingo. What minute will the first goal be scored and who will be the goal scorer? Get involved. This is good. Shout out to Wally and Fo for bringing my attention to that. Goal bingo. Who will score the first goal and what minute will it be? I did see someone up there ask, I couldn't see who it was, and it's gone now off my screen. Said, are they welcome to Discord? Everyone is welcome to Discord, no matter what team you face. You're welcome to Discord. We have lots of fun things to do. We have mods in there, so if it kicks off, if you kick off, then you'll get got. But if you want to come and chat football, chat other things, we've got off topics, we've got pet chat, we've got food talk. If you want to chat anything else, you're more than welcome. As fans of any other team are welcome here, they are also welcome in the Discord, in my opinion. Always good to get the opposition perspective. You know what I mean? And Ben Davis said, bring back Big George. I know he scored. He scored from Norwich. Just what it could have been, I spent yesterday watching the Ajax PSV match to see how Haller was doing. I go on Twitter. I'm getting messages being like, hey, Big George has scored. I'm like, today would have been his day. Today would have been his day. But what can you do? I got nothing left. Shout out to Ian Bill. Here we go. Don't judge me. How dare you? 3rd minute, Antonio says Logan Bowser. 14, Ben Rama. Like to see Odebeku for 30. I would love to see Odebeku come on as well. Alan Pardew, 121st minute, a late winner. For what side though, Alan? This is the questions you need to ask yourself. Yarmolenko, 11, 12 minutes, and Lanzini says Leonardo. D Jones, 18, Wally World, 9 minutes. Antonio Vegan says 7th minute, Ben Rama. Craig Dawson, 5, says Clips. Big. He knows how to. He knows me. He knows me, and that's how I'm on side. I'm here for that. Ogbonna, 11th minute. Milan, 14th minute, Lanzini, 12, Ben Rama, Lanzini, 6th, 7th minute, Ben Rama, 4th minute, Antonio. Lots and lots of early goals here. Ben Rama, 6th minute, Noble, 9, says Apache. Nice to see you, sir. Good prediction. I like that one. 12, Ben Rama, Antonio, 13th, Ben Rama, 17th. 15th, 5th, Ben Rama, Antonio, 10 minutes, Lanzini, 10 minutes. Lots of early ones. Lots and lots of early ones for the big boys. Lanzini, 10, Noble, 18, penalty. Ogbonna, 32nd header. I assume you mean header, unless he goes for a mad run a la Adrian at the Mark Noble testimonial. Henry Parker with love for the Discord, of course. Big H in the Discord. Give him respect. He deserves. He made the video, of course, that young Tom went viral with. Good to see you, sir. Ben Rama, 9th. Ben Rama, 7th. Hope Rooney's not been eating his Weetabix, says Ian, brother. We've been warned about Rooney. Apparently, he's good, and I'm scared. That's not even a joke. I'm genuinely a bit worried. JD Legend says 7, Ben Rama. Stockport first goal, 2nd minute, Rooney. Typical West Ham, says Richie. A fair point. Russ Bud and Russ Boss in the chat. Dowie, 60th minute, with a bullet header into his own net. It's just a great goal, isn't it? You just rewatch it, you're just like, it's the most Ian Dowie thing you've ever seen in your life. It's the most Ian Dowie thing you've ever seen in your life. You just gotta love it. Ogbonna volleys it off a corner from Lanzini, 80th minute, says JJ. Love that. Carlton Cole, 32nd. I wish, Dave, my one West Ham shirt I still own has Carlton Cole on the back. He's a legend, and I won't hear anyone say nout about it. Peter Mears is predicting 2 for Lanzini and 2 for Ben Rama. It's a lot of things. Lanzini, 15th. Antonio, 10. Yarmo, 14th. Johnson, 16th. Own goal, 7th. Noble penalty, 29th. There's a lot of early goals coming in for the big boys, and then there's a lot of sort of like mid-range ones. I think the mid-range ones are more likely to be correct, but at the same time, I think there's a lot of expectations going into this. You can't act like it's not a National League side against a Premier League side after all. You've got to think about it in those terms. You've got to say, well, potentially that's how this is going to go down. As I start rearranging everything for the actual match itself, you can't act like you don't think that might potentially be how it ends up going down. However, I don't know. There is, look, again, it's West Ham, it's the FA Cup. It's always a tense time. Always a tense time. Ludo should have done better, says Ben Davis. It's harsh. It was a bullet header from Dowie. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to put it down to an excellent finish. Sometimes you just got to put it down to an excellent finish. The young striker says Jay Placey, 90th minute. Rice with another screamer. Are you live streaming a match, mate? Says Owen Peters. You won't be able to see the match here. I'll be talking about the match all the way through it. But if you go to the Discord, top link in below, you'll be able to click on there. It says stream links. It has links to the match. It has links to the match. 5 of them, probably, knowing Ginge. He's very good at it. I'm about to go and look. Alan Pardew, David Moyes will sub himself on and he'll score in the 120th minute after a Kevin Nolan corner. I tell you what, Alan. Mr. Pardew, sorry. I'll give you Jews, Mr. Pardew. I'll tell you what. I would love it, in the words of Kevin Keegan. I would love it. I would respect it. If he'd done that, I would never say another bad word about David Moyes for the rest of my life. It's a lie, but I wouldn't. You know, because it's not going to happen. I can say it. Just polished off some Haagen-Dazs strawberry cheesecake ice cream, so we will win. Russ boss. With what can only be described as boss manoeuvres. Haagen-Dazs strawberry cheesecake ice cream. How is it? Tell me how it is. I need to know. We've got some like vegan ice cream or something in the fridge that was free, so we just got it. I can't remember what flavour it is. I think it was raspberry or something. I don't remember. I'm looking forward to trying it. I can't lie. Also, you said Back in Black. I was going to say this right, and I forgot to. And this is a very me thing, and I apologise everyone, but I like that colour scheme. Just the colour, the gold and the black. It's very exciting. I'm not even talking about the kit. I'm talking about the graphic. I should have. I was thinking about changing the border, and I probably should have done that. I'll tell you what. If we get to the next round, that's what I'll do. Don't worry about it, Jay. They are in the live. They're in the stream links below, in the Discord below. Go and have a gander. Go and have a gander, everyone. And just before, one more time, just before the match starts, hello to Adam Maxon, Ahmed, Alan Mr. Pardew, Alan, Anil, Ben Davis, Bond, Kieran, Fo Sheezy, JJ, Jay Baker, Jay Plassey, Jordan Lane, Calla Southerland, Kevin Crawford, Maxi Gaming, Savile, Michael, Milan, Owen, Peter, Po 9, Russ Budden, Steeler Magna, Steve Davenport, Tony Pearson, Tuag, Vasilik. That's how I'm going to go with. Wally World, Will Lunham, Willie Plays, Extra Spicy, Mikey, Kevin Crawford, Ferris Hunt, Stevie C, Doctor Who Fandom. Hello, I'm a bellend, says Doctor Who Fandom. Can we... Just my new favourite... Someone in the live chat is called Doctor Who Fandom, and they've just called me a bellend. I could not... Well, you've got an agreement from the sofa. I could not be happy. That is scenes. Thank you. Who's your favourite Doctor? Let me know. Actually, at me on Twitter, ATopLad. We'll have a conversation about it. Good to see you. Good to see you. That was exciting for me personally. You love to see it. You really do. You know, sometimes you just can't. Sometimes you get a comment just so good, you just have to revel in it. That was that. That was that, wasn't it? Beautiful, beautiful scenes. Anyway, I'm off to try and find. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to mute that just in case. There we go. Pull that down. Just while I find something, because you know what it's like. If you ever wondered why we don't stream it live, the match is because copyright will actually screw you, like completely and utterly decimate you. Big Susan and a YouTube ban hammer will come at you and make your life a living hell. And so you have to avoid that at all costs, and that includes sounds. Even if you hear the sound, they can get you. But here we go. I need to pull up the timer because the match is about to get underway. The timer will be broken for a second, and then it will fix itself as they're about to get underway on my screen. Everyone's ready. Mike Dean getting prepped. They take the knee, of course. I've got to say I respect the fact they still do it. I can't lie. I thought they would have stopped by now. Here we go. It's the FA Cup third round. It's Stockport versus West Ham United. things you love to see, matches you get excited for. Here we go. So I can actually do, if that's muted, I should be able to do this. It's going to be a risk. You might hit the match. Will you hit it for a sec? Don't think you will. There we go. Here we go. Did the Doctor Who guy respond? CB, good to see you, sir. Good to see you, my friend. My brother. Let's have a look. Did Doctor Who reply? He didn't. Shame. Shame. Hopefully they've DM'd me on Twitter. Hopefully they've DM'd me on Twitter and we can find out what their favourite Doctor is. Mine, I can't lie. It's David Tennant, innit? My generation, it's kind of got to be David Tennant. A more interesting question would be who's your favourite, from my generation, anyway, who's your favourite assistant, or whatever you want to say, companion. And mine would be Donna. And not just because she's a West Ham. Who's the Doctor Who guy, CW? I don't know, but he called me a bellend, and I'm very happy about that. I'm very happy about that. I just think it's a good comment. I am literally checking my Twitter, by the way, just to see if they've messaged me. I doubt they will have, because, you know. Vasta Migdad, what channel does the match stream on? It is on BT Sport in the UK, and in the Discord link below, there's a thing called Stream Links, in which you can find it. Quick update, everyone. Nothing from the Doctor Who guy. Well, we tried. We tried to make friends. It didn't work. Christopher Eccleston is incredibly underrated, says Clips. I strongly agree. I was rewatching. I started to rewatch it, and I finished the first series, but never started the second one of the new ones, because I stopped watching after series 5. 5 was the last one I watched. The first one with Amy Pond, and I agree. I forgot how good Christopher Eccleston. He's really good. Can you leave the match play or no? No, Caleb. Link below. Discord. Click on that. But yeah, Eccleston is underrated. I agree. That line in the first episode where Rose is like, hang on, if you're from another planet, then why do you sound northern? And he just goes, lots of planets have a north. Banger. Peter Capaldi says extra spicy, Michael. Fair enough. That's fair enough. I love Peter Capaldi in The Thick of It. Yarmolenko with a cheeky Cruyff turn. You love to see it. He's really good in that. But I've never seen any of the episodes of him playing Doctor Who. But I would suspect he'd be good at that just because he's very good. You know, he's just very good. Peach is here. Peach, yes. Peach, I've been told through the great. I won't say it, Peach, out loud because I don't know if the person wants to talk about it. But I've been told, Peach, through the grapevine that you've appeared on a West Ham channel that I may pimp out from time to time. And I'm incredibly excited to see your video when it goes up. I said this to the person yesterday. He messaged me and said, hey, I've just interviewed Peach. And I was like, I cannot wait for this. So, you know, I won't say it out loud because, again, I don't know if the person is in the chat. So that gives you some sort of hint. But I'm excited to see it. Charlton Athletic FC says West Ham are going to lose. Cheers, man. Appreciate it. Good to see you. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit that like button. I hope you're well. I hope Charlton have a good season. Come on, I've been to Charlton. I like Charlton's grounds. I like the Valley. It's very weird. It's very like enclosed, and it feels. I don't know. I just really liked it. I can't lie to you because I went there when would it have been? Was it the last season at Upton Park or the first season at the Olympic Stadium? We played Charlton in a pre-season friendly. I remember Martin Samuelson played, and I went with a family friend who supports Charlton and his kids and stuff. Good ground. I actually really genuinely like the Valley. And, you know, I respect Charlton as well. Produced some good players of late as well. You're looking at Joe Gomez. You're looking at Ademola Lookman. Decent. Shout out. Ross Boss confirmed it today. I'm excited as well, bro. I can't lie. I'm genuinely hyped. I've literally messaged other people. I messaged Rebecca about it yesterday. I said, I'm so excited. And that's not even a joke. Afee says, are you a Hammers fan? Yes, I am. Unfortunately. Ben Rama trying a little back heel there. Not quite working out. By the way, I subscribed and turned notification on. Thank you, Afees. I appreciate that. Hey, everyone else, look, if you're new around here, hit the subscribe, hit that bell so you don't miss any videos. We put out a lot. We try to put a lot of work into these things, and hit that like button. We got the most amount of likes we've ever had on a watch along last time. I think it ended at like 256. Thank you to certain people. And I don't think we'll ever match it again, but it was a grand old time for certain things. Nathan Glasspool, good to see you, sir. How are you? Hope you're well. I think that one of the things that big teams, when they come into fixtures like this, tend to flop a little bit with is they try to overcomplicate it. And I think when you're in, it's a good opportunity. Came across the box there from the right. I think it was Sufau, I assume, played the ball into the box. Declan Rice charging forward, plays the ball in. Ooh, Ben Rama. Ooh, a couple of little jigs. Ooh, Ben Rama close. It was a good ball across from Declan Rice. He just put it into the right area, and Ben Rama happened to be there. The defender wasn't anywhere near close enough to him. It's a good first touch on his thigh. He can't really get any real space. There's about 3 defenders around him, so he tries to just bend it into the bottom corner. He can't quite do it. Is he off the post? It's good effort. I feel a Ben Rama goal. But yeah, one of the things I think they are. What are you watching on? Says D Swiss Sport. Definitely BT Sport. Yep, and not one of the links from the Discord below. Definitely BT Sport. Yep. Yes. I think big teams just keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it. I think when you've got a gap between the two teams, like we do here, a National League side versus a Premier League side, I think if you can keep it simple, keep the passing on the floor quick enough, I think you can make it difficult enough for the Stockport side to make it work. I think that's your best bet. And so I hope we do that here. We've one or two touches here. It's quite nice. So yeah, we'll see. It's a confident start from here. I say definitely a confident start. And I think at that stage, you just have to keep it going. Potentially, they're coming out and they're playing with a high intensity, which would suggest David Moyes has said to them, "Go get goals early, make this comfortable," which is the exact right thing to do. Also, I'm excited to just see the black kit a bit more. I want it to grow on me. I love the color scheme. There's like 1 or 2 things about the kit I'm not a super fan of, but John Carnell says you're usually lagging. Yeah, so YouTube has a natural problem. There's a natural, like, you can't see me the second I say it. When I say this, you'll hear me say this 10 seconds down the line at least. And then you have the fact that my BT Sport is behind. But even if it's Premier League, which I have a subscription for, and I watch on my phone, the stream on the phone is slower. It's not slower. It's like 20 seconds behind or something. So there's a natural thing there. But to be honest with you, I think it's almost works better for the watch along in a sense, because it means that you get to see the reactions to the goals and stuff. I think that's just a cool thing, personally. But I don't know. I would prefer it to be quicker. Personally. But Vasiek, what server is this on? Check the Discord link below. It's the Hammers Chat Discord, and then it is on the channel called Streamlinks. Yeah. JJ Smith says you should do audiobooks. Thank you. I can't read. I can. That's a lie. I can read your names all the time. You hear me, my misgivings on the older vocab all the time. But Noble trying to skip past a couple there. Goal kick. But I appreciate him. Very hungry caterpillar. That's probably my level. Isn't it? On Monday, he went and he ate a thing. Blah, 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 blah. Charlie, why are you not drinking coffee to this game? Or a nice drink? I've got water. I do have water. When it comes to coffee, I don't drink coffee at all. Usually have a cup of tea. The thing is, I did actually have a cup of tea, right? But it was finished because I forgot that the FA Cup draw was happening and stuff, so my stream was going to start later. So I just drank it while I was setting up. Yeah. How do we watch the game on Discord? Go to the Discord and link below, join it. Hammers Chat on Discord. If you click on that, it is free. It is free to join. And then in the there's a section called Stream Links. There should be 5 different options for you to click on and watch the game, provided by the wonderful Jim Stebbins. Charlie, can you do an audiobook for Mrs. Sullivan's movies? Sure, why not? Why not? I don't know if it'd have quite the same effect, but I feel like there is a potential banger of a video in that. I'll tell you what, I'll run the idea up the Hammers Chat chain and we'll see what happens. Off the Hammers Chat tree, the ladder, we'll see what the people at the top say. I suspect the answer will be in your own time, not on the channel, thanks. But we'll see. David Moyes, just seeing his hat there. It's a bold choice. It's a bold choice, wasn't it? I don't know if I would. I don't know. I don't know. Is Beckmeister around these days? Says James Allen. She is. She's just very busy. She's very busy. She's got some stuff going on at the moment. So she is still around. And when she has the time, she will be bringing back the reviews and whatnot. She's just not got the. She's just not got the time at the moment. Unfortunately, not got the time. Yarmolenko from Rangefinder. This is something else I was mentioning to spammers with Logan and Ray. A National League goalkeeper is not going to like Yarmolenko having pops from range. And that's the sort of thing you want him in. That's the exact area you want him in as well. Get him, hit him from range, let him cut inside on his left. Get as square onto the goal as possible and really just unleash the beast. I think that's the right thing to do. It is proper raining, isn't it? I think that's the right thing to do. You know? The Censored Lemon. Come on, County. Fair enough. Are you a Stockport fan, sir? If you are, what's your prediction for the score? Let us know. You are welcome here. Fans of any game, welcome here. Craig Dawson's down. That's not good for me, personally. Is that a West Ham branded water bottle he's had there? Fair enough. Don't want to see Dawson down. He's a good lad. He's a good lad. I like him, and I don't want to see him down. He seems to be walking okay, though. I didn't see what happened. He seemed to be holding the back of his head. Maybe it was just a brief bounce. A brief bounce on the old spam, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't know. We'll see, but he seems alright. He seems to be walking okay. How do we watch the game, says Henry? If you click on the Discord link below, top link in the description, join that. There's a place called Stream Links. If you click on there should be 5 different options for you to watch the game. Provided by the wonderful Jim Stebbings. All credit should go to him. Do you think they'll need to walk the pitch at half time? Maybe. I like it when it's so wet they get like a broom out and they just sweep the water off. That's one of my favourite things. One of my favourite things, he said, in what can only be described as what will be the saddest comment of the night. That's one of my favourite things, is when they get a broom out. What a horrendous time to be alive that is. The Censored Lemon says 1-1 West Ham on pens. Okay, fair enough. I said 2-1 West Ham yesterday, but that was before I saw the lineup, which today is very strong. We've gone with basically one of our strongest lineups we possibly could, really. So I think the confidence is much higher. I said 4-1 earlier, but to be honest with you, it's like we'll see. But we've started bright. I do think Stockport will get a goal though, at least. But we'll see how it goes. We do have a very strong lineup, and I believe. Commentator just called Mikel Antonio Michael there. Good research. I think it'll be comfortable, but we'll see once the youth players come. That could change everything. To be fair, because our bench is very youth heavy. The official Stockport FC YouTube. Yo, what up? What up, sir? Good to see you. How are you? What's your score prediction from the Stockport end? How do you feel about the lineup and whatnot? Let me know. I assume you're not the official Stockport County YouTube channel, but regardless, I'd like to see the Stockport representation in the chat. Who is favourite play? Craig Dawson, a little bit. Can't lie. It's a bit of a. Like, I get it's a mild joke to say it. It's a bit Jordan Hughley of me, but you know, you got to respect a man just doing bits. Big man doing big bits on a football pitch, you know. Yeah, fireworks, scenes. Nothing will beat the from the Marine Tottenham game. The family who just had speakers in the garden, playing "We Are the Champions" and whatnot. What a time to be alive. There's a shot of the fireworks. Fair enough. It's January the 11th. How do you still have fireworks? Drew McIntyre's does he? Flipping heck. Does he? Jesus Christ. Would that be him versus Goldberg often, wouldn't it? I mean, I don't know what their protocols are, but I wonder if it'd be fit in time for the Royal Rumble, meaning that. There we go. Jackie Schroff, Stockport Blue and White Army. Good to see you, Jackie. I saw you were in our pre-show as well. Good to see you, sir. What's your prediction? I didn't see what your prediction was for the match. I didn't see what your prediction was for the match. I'm interested to know. The official Stockport FC YouTube channel says 1-1. So 1-1's coming. It's two Stockport fans so far. Both said 1-1. No, there was another Stockport fan, wasn't there? And I can't remember Ross. I can't remember what Ross said now. The two I can remember are one. I can remember. Just more shots of fireworks there. These people have a lot of fireworks. They've spent money. Mike Dean just waiting for the fireworks to be done. I think he is. I think Mike Dean's saying he can't hear something because he seems to point to his ear. So the game has been postponed, ladies and gentlemen. Briefly, not postponed. The game has been delayed by fireworks. I mean, you love to see it. You really do. Stockport sent a 15-minute clean sheet. I mean, given the predictions of the chat earlier, that would be something to celebrate. I'll do that thing you do at the end of fireworks. Just give it a good clap. Yeah, explosions. Shout out Guy Fawkes. Commie Irons from Pittsburgh, USA says, Greg, good to see you. Shout out. Shout out Pittsburgh. The Steelers. That's a Pittsburgh thing, innit? There you go. Knowledge. Dawson has collapsed like I used to on Sunday after a mad Saturday night out. Yeah, he did just look a bit done, didn't he? He did just look a bit done. You know? Fireworks are from a lad from Stockport fighting for his life. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, then, full respect, obviously. Full respect. Full respect. No way, I love Drew. Best part of lockdown WWE. I agree. Him, Biggie, and Roman, for me, have been the best things about lockdown WWE. Roman somehow coming out of nowhere with that. I never would have said that before, but he's been great. That whole storyline with him and Jay. Him and the Usos. Is it Jay or Jim? I think it's Jay. Him and the Usos and stuff. Banging work. Adam Pearce getting a title shot at the Rumble? I don't believe it, but yet here we are. Here we are. I really want it to happen. Vince will be very pissed with Drew. Could be the beginning of another Montreal screw job. Mate, I said this to some... When the match got announced, him and Goldberg, or when Goldberg thing happened, I said this to my mate. I said, I cannot believe they won't give the title to Goldberg. They just will. I understand why people think they won't, but they just will. The Dalek WHUFC, has the game started? It has, sir. Good to see you. There was another Doctor Who person in the chat earlier. They called me a bellend. It's a great opportunity for Stockport. Randolph punches it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine, he said. They called me a thing and then they ran away. They called me a bellend and then they ran away. Well upset, but good to see. Good to see. Where do you watch this? Says Hems. Discord link below, my friend. Click on there. Stream links. You're good to go. That or BT Sport, of course. We're looking at the replay of the corner again here. Randolph tries to punch it and can't get any significant connection to it at all. And you would... It's just one of those situations where no one reacts best to it, so the goal doesn't happen. Good opportunity for Stockport there, though. Pitch is absolutely ripped to pieces right now. Don't talk about the Steelers' bad result last night. I don't know anything about American football. I just know Pittsburgh Steelers exist. Other things about Pittsburgh, I know. AEW wrestler Britt Baker's from there. I assume they're called the Steelers because they are a steel working town. That's all I've got. Shout out to Pittsburgh. Not the Hurt Business. The Hurt Business has been very good as well, actually. That's a fair point. I do like the Hurt Business. I do like the... do you know what it is? MVP's just very good, and he's just good on the mic, and it makes it work, I think. It makes it work. And I love Shelton Benjamin, and Bobby Lashley can be great as well, and I think Cedric Alexander is incredible in ring. You know, I do like the Hurt Business as well. I can't lie to you. Nick Redker, thanks for Halle. I love him at Ajax. He's going to be a beast. He is. He looked very good yesterday. I watched the match yesterday specifically to... I watched it because it was an interesting matchup, Ajax PSV, but at the same time I did watch it just to see Sebastian Haller, and he played well. I thought he had a good half. Unlucky goal. Unlucky for the disallowed goal, although it was offside, but a good finish from him. Assist was quick thinking, and I think outside of that he played well. That Anthony's a good player, man. There was a couple of players who caught my eye a lot. Anthony was one of them. Mazraoui, the right back, I thought looked very good for Ajax as well. What's the guy's name? Plays DM for PSV. They bought him from Toulouse in the summer. What's his name? Can't remember. He's number 6 for PSV. He was very good as well. But yeah, no, I think it's going to be a banger. Did Dawson just go down with being tackled? That would be twice now. This has happened to him. Think that's something that needs looking into, says Richie. Fair. I don't know why he went down. My head thought it was I thought it was something to do with his head. I don't know. The Dalek WHUFC. I'm keeping Anton on control on the main channel first. Oh, is that Irons United? Is that what you're talking about? If it is, enjoy yourself, sir. Farewell. I wasn't suggesting you were the same Doctor Who guy who was bantering me off. I wanted to talk about Doctor Who. He called me an orbit and then ran away. That's what I was talking about. I would never suggest that. I would never suggest. Sangare, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ibrahim Sangare. Thank you, yes. Joan says Kenny Omega or John Moxley. I think Kenny Omega is the best wrestler in the world. That's a bold statement to make. John Moxley, do you know what I love about Kenny Omega? Is that Kenny can do literally everything. Any type of match, any style of match. He can be heel, he can be face, he can do everything. Now, Moxley is very similar. I think the beauty of their rivalry is that Kenny does it all, but with a sort of a cleanness, a technical prowess, a light heavyweight touch, a cruiserweight touch, if you want to put it that way, flips and all that sort of stuff. Whereas John's got the same thing, but he's just got the brawling nature to him, you know? And I think that's why that makes their rivalry so good. And why, when they both pick up barbed wire baseball bats, it just gets hype as all hell, you know? And why all their matches are great. I think they're both brilliant. But if you forced me to pick one, I'd say Kenny Omega. Best in the world, don't need CM Punk. Listen, if he was still wrestling, of course. Paul Heyman has made Roman Reigns. I agree. Here's some of his promo stuff on Talking Smack has been excellent. It's been absolutely excellent. The match, yes. If you click on the Discord link in below, it'll ask you, if you don't have a Discord account, it'll ask you to make one. It's free. It's a forum, basically. There's a forum of West Ham fans, and there's other football fans in there. We've got Leeds fans in there. We've got a couple of other teams fans in there. Chelsea fans. Click in there. There's stuff to talk about football. There's stuff to talk about anything you want, really, in there. But importantly for right now, there's a section on the right, on the left hand side, that says stream links. If you click on that, there should be 5 options for this, provided by someone called Jim Stebbings. He's a legend. Have a look there. This has been a positive start for us. We're not creating as many chances as I want us to, but it has been a positive start. I think it's looking up. It's looking up. I think the problem is we just need to, again, I think we're so used to playing a specific style of football against bigger opposition teams in the Premier League that we tend to revert to that, which is punt it at Mikel Antonio and hope for the best. I think for this match specifically, we don't need that. I think, like I said earlier, you just keep it calm, you keep it on the floor, you pass quickly around, and you look good doing it. I think that's the best thing to do. And you just have Antonio making smart runs into areas. You just have Antonio taking up spaces. I don't want us to see. We don't need to stretch for this game. We don't need to punt and hope. And I feel like we keep. I don't know. The ball is going overhead height a bit too much for me. And I think that's not necessary today. You've got Lanzini, you've got Benrahma, you've got Yarmolenko. We don't need that. Rice with a poor pass trying to find Yarmolenko. Then it ends up being Stockport's goalkeeper's feet. Can't remember his name. Hinchfield? Something like that. Hinchcliffe, maybe. Can't remember. I'd have to put it back on. I think Stockport are putting up a good fight here, and I think this is. I think they're putting in a good shift. They're not out of the game by any stretch of the imagination, and although I think we've had the lion's share of possession, I'd have to double check that. But although we've had the lion's share of possession, and we've had arguably more chances to create, I think they've created the best one. I think that corner opportunity was very good. I think they're doing well. Part of me is a bit little. Well, I guess if David Moyes did say, "Come get a goal early, let's make this as easy as possible," part of me is a little bit concerned that. Part of me is a little bit concerned that by the point we haven't got a goal, how much longer do we sustain that energy for? Because we've not rotated a lot of players. Benrahma with a shot from range, wide. No, not many players have been rested for this. You know, you're looking at Cresswell, Bowen, and Souček specifically, but Mikel Antonio's out there and he's just injury prone and he's running around on a very difficult pitch on a boggy night with the rain and everything else against a team who are defended relatively well. I don't know. We'll see. Your biggest fan is Mia Khalifa, says Norma. I would argue no. She's maybe the most well-known fan amongst a certain type of people, maybe such as yourself, Norma. But in general, I wouldn't assume she's the biggest fan. That's Barack Obama or the Queen, innit? It's the Queen. There you go. I'm the biggest fan. How dare you? I'm right here. Am I ready for the Rumble? Says Sean. I am. I can't lie. I love the Rumble. The Rumble's the best. It's the best. It's the best. The Royal Rumble is the best match of the year. Don't get me wrong. Tokyo main events, 6 stars, let's go. But the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble. You know? Hi, says Riyadh. All right. Good to see. The fireworks have been the highlight so far. Yeah. If they were for a Stockport fan who passed away, of course, full respects. Raisin Hell 89. Any VPN or sites to watch this game in a state that's not ESPN? Yes, if you click on the Discord link below, there's a bit called Stream Links. You click on that. There's 5 options for you right there, sir. 5 options for you right there. JJ, what do you think of Punk versus Omega hypothetical feud? Well, I want to see it, obviously. The mark in me is too excited for that to even think about anything else. I don't know. Punk is a weird one because I I naturally, before that, NSYT, can you show us the game? I can't. Copyright will destroy us, unfortunately. So I can't. Even if you could hear the game, it would destroy us. And I'm assuming you can't hear the game. I didn't test that. But I'm assuming you can't because I'm listening to it through the same headphones. I can't act like I wouldn't love to see it. Punk's a weird one because I'm naturally someone who is always looking for the next people. So, for example, I haven't wanted to watch an Undertaker match in the last 6-7 years. I thought he should be just done and out of the game. I love him, respect the hell out of him as a performer, as a wrestler. As a person, we've probably got differences, but as a performer and as a wrestler, I love the guy. I can't not. One of the best ever. But I never wanted to see him. But Punk's interesting because he's been out of it for so long. I'd be intrigued to see what it would be like. I don't know. My gut would say, that's a good ball for Antonio. Couldn't quite get there. I'll tell you what, if Antonio got a touch, that was a great opportunity. Didn't quite get on. But yeah, so him coming back would be immensely interesting, but I don't know what it would be like. However, I would love it. I would love it. Get flipping. I don't know. The one that's on the horizon, which seems vaguely plausible to me, to an extent, is Ibushi Omega. I don't know when that would happen, but you've got the belt collector angle. There's the backstage stories about AEW and New Japan coming a little bit looser. Maybe that's the thing that goes on, but that's what's hype for me. Who love Ben Rama and West Ham? I love Ben Rama and West Ham. If he scores here, it's going to be absolute scenes. I really want Ben Rama to do super well. I just need it. I think this is the right game for him. The pitch is difficult for him, but as he's on the ball just dribbling there, I just want him to have a really good game to force his way into the first team proper and then just really start to turn the screw on whoever's in that position. I just think it works. I want it, you know. Algiers DZ, I assume that's an Algerian person. Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Hang on, I'm just messaging someone. We may have a guest at half time, ladies and gentlemen. Shot. Safe. It'd be awkward if the goal went in at that moment. We may be having a guest at halftime after all. Let's see. I'll have to fix that because I haven't actually thought about that happening, but we'll figure it out in a second. It'll be fine. Who knows? Speaking of Ben Rama, he's on the ball now. I want him running. At this defence. I'll tell you what, Stockport are defending well here. They're looking well organised. They've got 2 banks, 4 and 5 respectively. They've got a 4-5-1 system going on. They've left Reed up front, but the rest of them are really dropping. And that's what I'm saying. You want to keep the passing simple and quick. The quicker the passing, and the simpler it is on the floor, the more chance you've got of success here against the lower league side, because they've set up well, and this is part of the problem. Is I knew they would set up sort of vaguely like this because they're a lower league opposition compared to a Premier League side, right? They would set up deep, and as we all know, we struggle against teams who set deep because it's just not our vibe. Now, we set up formationally the correct way to try and break that down, but our play doesn't quite belie that yet. We need to get passing faster on the floor because they do tend to, when we step towards them, is although they are in good positions, and they are in decent positions to be fair to Stockport, they're not disciplined to the nth degree. They will step forward and try to push West Ham a little bit, and that's why you need, if you can pass the ball a little bit, drag them slightly out of position, that can open up a space for Antonio, that can open up space for Lanzini or Ben Rama or Yarmolenko to get a ball in a danger area and start getting some shots away. We've had more shots, we've had more possession, but I don't think we've had we've had as much as we should do. And that initial tempo we came out, that initial sort of high start, Noble trying to go over the top for Mikel Antonio, it was close, but it's not the sort of thing I want to see. That sort of stuff we've sort of laid off a little bit. We've calmed down a little bit, and that's not what we want. We need to keep the tempo high, and we need to really press them. And I get why the temptation is to drop off, because obviously we've got a Premier League campaign to think about. But at the same time, quicker. It's a decent idea from Ben Rama, but Yarmolenko couldn't just quite get there. Better because it was faster, but still a little bit over the top. I want to see quick passing on the floor. Good idea from Ben Rama, good idea from Yarmolenko. They were thinking about the right thing, but it just didn't quite work out. Welcome, Algerian West Ham fans, says Foshizi. Exactly, very welcome. Jesbis, can I speak freely? I prefer WWE discussions to West Ham versus Stockport. Listen. Same. But I have to remember what channel I'm on. What I'll say is this, Jez. A-Top Lad on Twitter. This week might show something that you would be interested in, is all I'll say. You know what I mean? If you're the sort of person who likes those sort of things, I'm just saying. It's a thing. Who do you think wins the Rumble? Good tackle by Noble there. Just a replay of him putting his foot in. Initially, I thought I was convinced on Big E. I thought he had the momentum. I thought it was the right time and everything else. Now he's got a championship. I don't think it'll be him. And I think actually him having an Intercontinental Championship is a great opportunity for him. I think he'll have a great showing in the Rumble, but he'll inevitably get eliminated, or a storyline will start for him for Mania, probably at the Rumble. Daniel Bryan, I think, is the obvious one. It's a good ball for Antonio again. He doesn't pop off a shot. Oh, it was a good ball through to Mikel Antonio there, and he was, to be fair, he did have a defender either side of him, and the goalkeeper was rushing on. I don't think he could get the ball out of his feet quick enough. If he did, that could have potentially been a golden opportunity and potentially a goal, but he just couldn't quite get it out of his feet and take the shot. Shame, because that was a really, really good opportunity. We're seeing the replay here now. It's Ben Rama pulling the strings again. No, it was Lanzini, sorry. I'm looking at it again. Lanzini with the through ball. First touch was just awkward, and he just couldn't adjust his body quick enough to do it. He just couldn't adjust his body quick enough to actually get the shot away. Frustrating, because that was a great opportunity. You know. Jess says you got my Twitter. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know what your Twitter is. I should know. I apologise. I'm terrible. I deleted my Twitter very briefly last week. That's the sort of place I've been. AJ Styles, Keith Lee. Callum Howell, may I ask, where are you watching this? I'm watching it on BT Sport, Callum. However, if you're looking at David Moyes' hat again, look at that hat. He's just not wearing it correctly. He's just not, is he? He's just not. The Discord in the link below has links if you are looking for it, but I personally am watching it on BT Sport. Bray Wyatt, Sami Zayn. I'd love to see Sami win it. I love Sami Zayn. He's such a legend. He's so good. I always knew he was funny because I watch a lot of independent stuff. So I always knew he was funny and good, even though El Generico wasn't exactly a promo character as such. I always knew he was good. But some of his promo stuff is so unbelievably good. Antonio with a shot from range wide. It's worth a try. It was worth... I don't know if it was worth a try, actually. I think he should have done something else. But he takes a dig and it ends up flopping wide. A deflection for a corner. The control and the turn was good. There's two defenders there. He's got a corner to West Ham. Whipped in by Noble. Ogbonna. Wide. I always knew Sami was funny, but some of his promo stuff has been beautiful. Some of it has been properly good. I'm thinking specifically, you know, the what's it called? The mixed match challenge, mixed tag challenge, or whatever it was called. I can't remember. When he did the stuff with Becky Lynch. Oh, some of those promos were just legit laugh out loud funny. He's brilliant. I flipping love the guy. Daniel Bryan is great, but he can't carry on with that Total Bellas nonsense. Listen, Total Bellas is... Well, not Total Bellas. Total Divas I was into for a while. I can't lie to you, but I have terrible taste in TV. Riyadh, I want to ask you a question. What do you think of Ben Rama's performance in West Ham? I think he's been good. I think he needs more chances. I think David Moyes is the sort of manager who takes... He takes a while to warm to people. He doesn't want to... When he gets new players, he takes a long time to introduce them. And that's what we're seeing with Ben Rama. I think if he puts in a match-winning performance today, gets some goals, then I think that would maybe force him into a decision where he would maybe drop Pablo Fornals, say for Pablo Fornals, for example, for him. But I think he's been good. It's just a case of we have a stubborn manager who's very stuck in his ways. And that's what we saw there. That's what we're seeing. What I would say. I want him to do. I think he's the sort of player I love. A tricky player. He's got low center of gravity. He can dribble. He can create. He can shoot. He's got everything. It's frustrating not seeing him play as much as I want him to be fair. How's it going, Shrimps Live? How's it going, sir? It's going all right. We've been the better side, but we've not really created opportunities good enough. One or two where there've been half chances where it might have happened, but not quite. Not quite. We missed Sue checking about process, John. I agree. That's the part of it, and I think Noble taking corners is a thing. I don't know why we not put someone else on him. Honestly, maybe because he's just one of the people who can just plop it in, I guess. But yeah, Suchek is an imminent danger. It's always an imminent threat for us, alright. JJ Smith, I don't think he'd be a good heel, but he's actually unbelievable. I know, he's actually unreal. He's actually unreal. Keith Lee reminds me of Mabel when Vince tried to shove him down our throats. Well, Mabel, the thing about the difference between Mabel and Keith Lee is an incredible wrestler. Mabel, with all due respect, of course, was not. Keith Lee is incredible in ring, but I saw him have a 5-star match at York Hall, Bethnal Green, against Tomohiro Ishii. It's probably the best match I've ever seen live. And I've seen him many times live because he came to the UK quite a lot, but Vince just doesn't know what to do with him. Sent him back to the Performance Center to try and figure it out. Don't know. Right, what I need to do is I need to set this up. So if you'll forgive me for a second, I'm going to keep my eyes on what's going on, but you're going to have to forgive the tapping and the clicking and whatnot. I'm just setting up for the guest at half time. Setting up for the guest at half time. So if I click that, will that work? We're just gonna we'll figure out the problems as they come. We'll figure out the problems as they come. There we go. That's what we want. Bit of that. Do you know, we take that off. Leave a bit of that. That should be fine. We should be set up for the guest at half time now. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to press a cheeky button, right? Will this work? If this works, we're good. Let's press that in. There. Okay, we've learnt that did not work. Click there. There we go. We're ready. Sweet. There we go. Right, we will be having a guest at halftime, but until then, hello. Subscribe. Thank you, Afiz. Look, if you haven't subscribed already, do hit that subscribe button. We've gone up quite a lot during this game, which I love to see. Thank you very much. Hit that like button if you haven't already. I'll be having a look and whatnot in a minute. But yeah, good to see you all. In fact, just before our guest comes on, and just before half time, because we're getting close to it. Afiz, Alan, Arthur, Boot, Daniel, Duvet Dancer, Foe, IronX, JJ, James Gunn, Jazza, Jay, good to see you. Jez Bish, John Kernell, Michael Semrad, Richie, Riyadh, Sean Dobbs, Sean Swadley, Shrimps Live, The Dalek, WHUFC, Timmy, Wally World. Thank you all for joining me for the first half. Appreciate it. We're getting very close to half time here. We're getting very close to half time here, and it's been a mixed half. It's been a mixed half. One of those ones where you're like, could be. You feel like it's a bit of a missed opportunity. We're not really creating as much as you'd want to against the National League side. I think we started with all the confidence and all the bluster of trying to win this game early, but it's not quite watched. It's not quite worked. We need to do a Royal Rumble watch along. All I'll say is, Sean, at A Top Lad, it's something you should maybe look at on Twitter. Again, I'm just putting it out there. We'll figure it out. It started with all the bluster of everything else, but we do exactly, Alex. We're not opening them up enough. We've played a very strong side here, which to an extent is a mild risk, given which is a mild risk given the fact it's not. Injuries can happen, and we only have one striker, and he's playing on the pitch, for example. But we're just not opening them up enough. We've not got enough creativity going on here. It's very frustrating to watch. It's not frustrating. It's just a bit like, ugh, Ugh. Foshizi, Charlie, are you doing a Royal Rumble watch along on your channel? Stay tuned. At A Top Lad. I'll say A Top Lad on Twitter because it might not be there. I'm just saying, stay tuned. Yeah, it's frustrating. It's still 0-0. We're about to be... half-time whistle is about to blow. We're 20 seconds away for half-time on me. I'm seeing from the chat it's half-time anyway, and it's 0-0, so there we go. We're just waiting on the guests to rock up. But yeah, it's frustrating. It's a bit pedestrian. It's not fast enough. Someone said that. Who was it? Sean said, yeah, we've been very pedestrian. I agree. We need to be passing faster. We need a bit of Shazam, You know what I mean? That's what we're looking for. We're not finding it. There is the halftime whistle. And it's just... I don't know. It's just not quite... It's just not quite there. Is what I'd say. But you know what is there? And by there, I mean here. It's only Ray bloody Borum. Look at him.
You love the tedious link, don't you? That was great.
Listen, if I can find a tenuous link to introduce the boy, I will always do it. How are you, sir?
I'm good. I really enjoyed that first half.
Yeah? Go on, talk to me. How'd you feel?
Well, I think the best part and the most important part we need to talk about, how good were the fireworks? They were pretty decent.
They were decent. I did say they went on for a while. They had some in stock. They had fireworks in stock,
Yeah.
But apart from that, I mean, how'd you find the half? Talk to me.
Well, it's just down the road from Liverpool.
Oh, is it? Is that where Stockport is?
Yeah, I quite enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. Yeah, it's like just down the road. It's not even that far.
Oh, fair enough.
I had to Google it.
You live in Liverpool.
Yeah, I thought...
That's like me saying I don't know where Essex is. I do know it's over there somewhere. I know roughly. Come on now. Sorry, talk to me about the match.
I thought it was a good first half. Well, it's a difficult pitch to play on, and you know what? For a pitch that's not that great, it's like we're playing some good football. Yes, we're quite near Manchester. We're live.
Yeah, I mean, we're playing all right football. I want to see more of it though. I think we're too pedestrian. Yeah. I think for the team, for the side we've got out, I'm like, I feel like we should be putting them a bit too much more to the sword here.
Well, they're playing really good defence. They're holding their line. They're playing really well, and that's not going to carry on. And we've found some chinks in the armour. Antonio should have got through and popped off his shot a bit earlier, a couple of times. But that's where he's just not 100% yet.
Sure. Yeah.
A little bobble here and there on the pitch, and it just slightly puts you off. So I'm quite happy. It's good. FA Cup, I miss it. Like the drench, you can see Noble and Rice just with their flat hair, just completely done. This is why Creswell's not playing. You see, he does want to mess up his hair.
That's a fair shout. I did know there were two things I did notice hair-wise. Right now we're here. I'll talk about it. So when Yarmolenko had that shot that was sort of vaguely close. It cut to a close up of him, and he was sodden. His hair was flat af. Okay, his hair was flatter than my attitude towards David Moyes, right? I was not here for it, right? But then flipping, when Ben Rama had his shot that went right, his hair looked impeccable. It was like it hadn't been touched. You know, it was like water off a duck's back of him. It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
He's playing all right. I'm liking what I see. Yeah, they're doing some good for a bad pitch and what they do. Some good passing. I thought they were maybe overdoing some of the tricks in the first half a little bit with their back heels and their little flicks. But that's what you get with Lanzini, and I was loving it. I was enjoying it. I want to see Antonio come off in the second half. Is the young kid on the bench? I haven't seen.
He is, yeah, Odebeko.
Yeah, I want to see him on there.
So
I think
what I'll do is I'll tell you what, I'll give you the bench now because I've got it. I pressed a button right now. You can't see us, but
no, you didn't.
It's currently on the screen. I know. It's like I'm a professional. Okay. So the bench is Trott, Baptiste, and Alves, who are both the young centre backs. Alves, the ones we just bought from Denmark. Cresswell, Souček, Fornals, Bowen, and then Holland and Odebeko. Yeah. I think Odebeko, Holland, these are people I want to see come on. Unfortunately, I mean, let me lay this at you. This is 0-0. If this carries on a bit further, because I agree with you personally, I want Antonio off now. I want Odebeko on now.
Yeah.
If we get to the 65th, 70th minute, and it's still 0-0, are you bringing on the likes of Bowen and that, or are you trying to rest those people who've been given rests?
No, because I think I've seen enough in our squad and our play. And this is why I want Ogbene on sooner, because I want him to play with Lanzini. I want to see him play with Benrahma. I want to see him play with Yarmolenko. I feel like, someone strong, that strong forward line with him there gives him that extra support and that pass that will be just a dead ball straight on. So I would love to see that. If it's still to be honest, if it's still 0-0 after 7 minutes, team as it is, he's only gonna make subs when it's 2-0, I reckon.
Okay, I understand what you mean now. I think, like I said, I agree with you. I think. Well, I think it's difficult, right? Because it's like I think what happened in that first half is it felt like at the beginning, it felt like there was a lot of I felt like they were up for it to start with. I felt like they came out, they looked very positive. They were trying a lot of different things. They seemed to be playing with an intensity and a tempo that sometimes in Premier League games we don't even have. And it felt almost as if Moyes had said to them, let's go in here, let's get a goal early, let's make this easy for ourselves, let's avoid a Leeds, let's avoid a cup upset, let's just get this done. But I felt like that intensity dropped off as the half went on, and we sort of, I don't know, I think I was saying this during the watch along, and I'm going to assume you weren't watching it, but if you were, thank you, but you didn't comment, Ray. Anyway, I feel like when big teams face, I'm joking, you know I am. When big teams face lower league opposition, I feel like they always try and overcomplicate it. I feel like all you have to do when you are a Premier League side facing a National League side, keep it simple, keep it on the ground, and pass fast. If you pass fast, they're not going to be able to keep up with you because you're just better. And I feel like that's the way you go around it. Whereas I feel like big teams tend to overcomplicate. And I think that's sort of what we saw there. I think at the beginning we were doing all right. But as it went on, we're seeing Noble playing long balls over the top to Antonio to a defense. And he's up against a defense who is sitting incredibly deep. We're seeing other stuff like that. And I'm like, this isn't it. We've got Lanzini. We've got Yarmolenko. We've got Benrahma. Just pass it faster. These people are good with us. And I should say as well, actually, that's not to take any disrespect away from Stockport. Because I think, as you said, they've defended really well. I thought they came out, they've been organised, they've had their banks sorted, and then they've created at least, not too many chances. The corner one, I think, maybe
I'm just looking at the highlights in the background, and you can see that their lines are pretty spot on. To be fair.
They are. They definitely are. I think they've looked organised. A bank of 4, bank of 5, Reed up front for the thing, and then they've when we've passed around slowly. The weakness I've spotted is they're organised well, but their defender will push to try and push us back, and that's again leaving a gap. And if we had a bit more about us, a bit more zip, a bit more intuition, whatever you want to call it, ingenious play, we could maybe expose that a little bit more. And you would hope as a Premier League side we wouldn't, but I think fair play to them. I think they've done well enough. So
Did you see Randall's punch from the corner?
Yes, it was. I would describe it as slippy.
I don't know whether to slate him for it or, is it just the weather that bad? Because the weather does look really bad. So, but punching it forward and going that way.
Yes, it wasn't great. He sort of. Oh no! It was one of those that he definitely didn't get much credit. And that's the thing. That was a big opportunity for them. I think if they were slightly more, if it was just the luck of the bounce, if it landed slightly close to them, that would have been a good finish. But as of yet,
right,
I mean,
I've got a question for you, Charlie.
Go on.
Right, so last time I was on, we got over 250 likes for headphones. What are we doing this time?
We don't have to do anything. I ain't got the money to do anything else. I'm not you. I can't just be spending money. Right. Let me check right now. Right.
If we get 250 likes, Charlie will get a new.
Stop, bruv. Stop talking. Hang on. I've clicked off the thing. There we go. Ray, they couldn't hear you for a second because I accidentally clicked off the thing. Say it again.
How many likes we got? How many likes? Come on,
we are on. Everyone's going to disappear for a second. Just a sec.
Sorry?
107. So we are on 107. Sorry, I had to click off the thing a sec. We're on 107 right now.
Ooh.
I don't know.
So 250 and we get Charlie. What do we get, Charlie? Gio and Gonzo will have to get into the piggyback to buy Charlie
some jammy Dodgers.
We've got headphones on the way. I think we should have a watch along microphone cushion thing.
I don't know how much they cost. I don't know how much they cost. I can't promise things I don't need for that sort of nonsense. I can't promise. I mean, it would look great, but I can't. How about this? If we get 250, I'll ask for a microphone cushion and then not get one probably because they'll probably say no. But still, we'll see how it goes. I haven't got it. But thank you everyone who's watching.
This is where we need a live chat. Yeah, that's why we need a live chat to bully them. Right, so when they come on afterwards, get Charlie a new... What are they even called?
They're a microphone cover.
Okay. A microphone.
Okay, so Alan, good to see you. Woody.
Alan!
Exactly. 250 and Charlie loses the beard.
Oh.
If we hit 250 likes by the end of this video, the next watch along, I will be beardless. And that's a lot, because I don't know if you can find a video recently of me without beard.
Oh. Will girlfriend shave it live for us?
The hair too.
The hair, zero chance. Back off the barnet. Back off the barnet, mate.
Not the hair. Come on,
you're starting something you don't want to start.
500 likes and I'll just let Ray shave my hair off.
No, we're not doing that.
It's taking a turn.
Oh my god! Anyway, enough of that. So what we're looking forward to the second half?
Now it's enough of that. Yeah, now it's enough. When Antonio needs to come on. I'll come off for me. I think you take him off, you get Odebeke one. I think it's too much of a risk having him out there. It's a rainy night.
1 minute.
Now for me, get him off now.
Ooh.
I think he's too much of a risk. He's injury prone. It's a difficult pitch to play on. We're not seeing any success with him. Exactly. We might as well bring the youth guy on. Give him a chance. I think the youth guy's going to do better in this context than Antonio would. Just so, go.
Pitches, isn't he?
Huh?
He's used to them kind of pitches, isn't he?
Potentially, I don't know. I mean, not that Antonio wouldn't be. Antonio obviously came up from the non-leagues, but it's just a case of saying he's got more skin in the game. Him getting a goal here would do his chances of playing Premier League football 10 times the amount it would. Antonio's gonna play. And that's not to say Antonio doesn't care. I'm just saying Odebeku's going to come on with literally everything to prove, and I think that's a smart thing to do, especially when we've got one striker and he's injury prone as hell. Get him off, Jesus Christ. Apart from that, I don't know. I don't really know what I'd want to do. It's difficult. I want to see.
Moyes wants him to get injured, so we get a quick striker quicker. Antonio, go down. Pretend you're real.
What did I say to you on Spanners, right, yesterday? I said this is an easy game for him to pick people. You pick your strongest team, and that gets the fans on side because it looks like you've taken the cup seriously, and it puts David Sullivan in position because you go, I can't rotate because I've got no one.
It's a good, strong team as well. I'm quite impressed with the team's back. And I like the fact that we've got Noble and Rice in the middle. Like, it could have been Noble and Suchet, but it's Noble and Rice. I feel like it's a good central midfield. It's good for Noble as well.
I agree with that. I agree with that as well. I just feel like I don't know. I feel like I don't know.
By the way, Charlie,
go on.
By the way, if people didn't understand what you said about Two Spanners, where can they find that information?
Well, Two Spanners, Ray, is of course the Patreon exclusive podcast, which is made just for you. And you can find that on patreon.com/How Much Chat every week. That's myself and Ray Boreham here. Wait for it. There we go. Ray Boreham here doing big watch-alongs, doing big talks about West Ham. In fact, with the person Logan Bowser, $4.99. Thank you very much, sir, for the donation. Holland on for Yarmo. Logan was a guest on this week's episode. That's what you can do. And if you become a patron, which now is the best time to do it, the earlier in the month, the better. You get charged when you join, you get charged at the beginning of the month. That's the way Patreon works, right? So the earlier in the month, the more bang for your buck you get. Two Spanners, One Hammer, Matchday morning shows, mug of tea, Geo's tactical previews, audio of every single thing we do, like of all of the things we do. Bro, there's lots of stuff on there, you know? Come get involved.
The players just coming out, Charlie. Has there been any subs?
Not that I can see right now, but I also can't hear. And D Swissport, thank you very much for the £3 as well. A few quid for your Skyrocket. Great job tonight. Thank you.
Oh, the weather looks horrid.
It does today. Every time I see it, it looks terrible.
It looks so bad. I'm indoors with the heating on, nice and cozy.
I've had to take my jumper off because I'm too warm. I've got a long sleeve shirt.
West Ham haven't come out yet.
No, I can see the Stockport players, but I can't see West Ham.
Yeah.
Chuck says, what a mess the pitch is. It's proper bad. The pitch is not good. Well, it's awful rain.
You can't expect it to be good at that level, though, can you? Like, and I think that's what makes the FA Cup so much better, is that you get to play on it. It's like Sunday League football.
Yeah.
I used to love it when it was this weather as well, because I could just do a slide tackle.
Yeah. I wish it was. I just wish there were fans there. That's the thing that makes FA Cup third round the best. Is you get fans in there. It's all kicking off. It's all going crazy. You know, it just works.
Hot dog.
Dodgy hot dogs. You know, flipping speakers at Maine, fireworks at Stockport. Good times. There we go. Hang on a second.
Right. Well, enjoy the second half of your thing. I'm going to go and watch this.
Watch the watch along.
250 likes. Let's get
watch the watch along. You mean? Yeah, Ray.
Yeah, of course. Watch the watch along.
Good. All right, I expect comments. All right.
Fitz, can you log on? With me and pretend to watch the point? I'm still alive. Sorry.
Get out of here, scamp. All right, there you go. Ray's gone. Monster, he is. Monster is that man. There we go. Press that now. Right. We have. It's just about to kick off on my screen as well. Let's move this around. Right, I'm just trying to fix everything now. Because I wasn't expecting Ray to come on. Because someone else was going to come on. It didn't work out. They're going to come on another time. And, you know. So I wasn't expecting it. So let me just move all my bits about. We need to change this again, don't we? We need to change this back. We'll minimize this. Pull this up. Have a look at this. Give me a second. Players have just come out. Sort of try to keep an eye on the match so I don't miss kickoff. We're at 135 likes. Like I said, 250. I will shave my beard for the next game, which is I do not like doing. I cannot stress how much I dislike doing. But for 250, I'll do it. Sure. I don't like this trend. It's only going to get worse for me. But you know, we're here now. There we go. That's what I wanted. So if I move this here, move this across, move that, and get this to here. Scroll up, mute that. Let me know if you hit a match you shouldn't do. But there we go. All sorted. Thank you. If you're new around here, subscribe. Hit that like button. Like we said, Patreon earlier, you do it. Patreon.com/HaversChat is the best time to do it, the earlier in the month. And the second half kicks off. Doesn't seem to be any set changes, at least as far as I can see. No changes, says Lee Turnbull. Thank you. D Swiss Sport with another £2. Thank you, sir. My round at Shrimps Live. You know, get the biscuits in. We'll get the biscuits in. Ray Borum has proved he's here. See you. Keep commenting. Don't enjoy yourself, Ray. Enjoy yourself, Ray. Thank you, D Swiss Sport. Thank you, sir. Apparently, I just got rid of the number entirely there. I meant to press. Oh no, it is there. For some reason, it's just not updated. Hang on, what would do? Let's do a bit of that. There we go. There you go. It just needed a little bit of encouragement. Just needed a little bit of encouragement. Big subs on today's show. Thank you very much, everyone. Appreciate you for watching. Appreciate you all for coming along. Peach, Fees, Anthony Chuck, D Swissport, Eric Olsted's here. Hello, sir. Fish Palace, Foe, Freddie, Gibby, Jez, John Lee, Major 84, NH Hammer, Ray Borum for a while, Riyadh Ross, Schizo Bay, Sean Swadley, Shrimps Live, Stevie C, Wally World Wasted. Hello, everyone. Hello. No subs, Ray. No subs. No subs. But I want to see a difference in attitude. Maybe come at this game a bit faster, trying to really turn the screw a little bit. Because again, this is a National League side. You really want to. And don't get me wrong, conditions are horrible. But we're a Premier League side, you know. One of our players probably has the combined wages for their entire team. If we're being honest about it, let's put it in those terms. We should be able to turn the screw a little bit still. Good try by Rice around the back there for Sufal, who couldn't quite get onto it. It's won a corner. It's good work. It's good work. It's good work. All things Leeds, Ed, good to see you. Is it safe for me to speak in here after yesterday? Of course, sir. Of course. I will no longer mention yesterday. There we go. Good to see you. I hope you're well. Hope you had a good year and everything. I hope New Year and everything. Good opportunity. Close. Bouncing about. Yarmolenko. Back to Noble. We need to get him off corners. It's just not working. I did suspect it. Oh, Noble with a cheeky back heel. Bit of sauce. Rice. I'll tell you what. Rice is getting more and more involved in just punting these balls in. Ain't he? Charlie Walsh, you're the king of watch logs. Just wanted to say that. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, sir. I disagree with you, but thank you. David Moyes hat update. He's pulled it down slightly now, which is a bit better. I would still say it's not quite the one. Maybe just pull it a little bit more. Put some effort in there, Dave. But look at that pitch. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. It's a thing. Baptiste Le Surf. Parlez-vous français? Oui. Petit. Secondary school, innit? I'm well, mate. Thank you. How you keeping, Charlie? Thank you, Ed. I'm all right, man. I'm all right. You know, thought 2020 was over. We're all good. 2021, not been grand, has it? But still, we're going strong. FA Cup round, you gotta love it. Well, you know what I mean. Game was stopped due to fireworks. It was stopped due to fireworks for a brief time. It was, yeah, apparently some Stockport fans in the chat were saying that I think it was to sort of recognise a Stockport fan who'd passed away, of which case, of course, full respects. But yeah, the game did stop for a couple of minutes due to the fireworks because they were just constant. And to be fair, whoever set them off had a lot of fireworks. I'll tell you what, saved them from November and Christmas and New Year's. Our fireworks league when the UK. Do you know what, Sean? I genuinely don't know what the rules are. I think yes. For an age group, I think you have to show ID when you buy them, like you would say alcohol. But yeah, they're fine. Having said that, it's not like since childhood I've not known what corner shop I can go to just buy fireworks. Do you know what I mean? I never did because I don't really care, but people in my secondary school did. My secondary school was wild for fireworks. tell you that much. What's West Ham's team like? It's strong, very strong. We've only rested 3 players. We've only rested Kufal. We've only rested Souček, Cresswell, and Bowen. The team actually is incredibly strong. You know, there you go. That's what it is. Cross in, Randolph collects it. Good work. As you can see, that's a lot of our first team there. Our bench has quite a few youth players, but even then they've got the players rested on there. It's a strong side. It's a strong side. And so is Stockport. Apparently Stockport are playing basically their strongest 11, apart from their main centre-back, I think, is on the bench, which had the Stockport fan from the beginning of the match stream a bit worried. But they've defended very resolutely. Bank 4, bank 5, and then 1 up front. They look good. They look like they know what they're doing, and they're making it tough for us, and we are struggling a little bit to create anything with it. Soufal, interesting ball in, not quite anything with it there. You know. Yeah, only 3 rested and we're still drawing 0. I know. I think that's what we were just talking. It's not been bad. It's just not been fast enough. Not been strong enough, you know. The pitch is it is basically a swamp, to be fair. It is what it is. Cavendish. West Ham, very good. Thank you, sir. You'd love to see it. You'd love to see it. Sean, fireworks are harder to find than guns in the US. Is this true? A lot of rules here in Florida. Basically, everyone is illegal to buy one here for you. You get sparklers and small M8s. I don't know what M8 is, but that's wild. That's wild. That's wild. Same at Crawley, was it? I've seen the highlights of the Crawley stuff, but I didn't actually watch the game. I was the highlights, but yeah, the pitch is wild. The pitch looks like PE in year 11 in the middle of winter. You know what I mean? That's sort of just like the slog is real. Back to usual, try your lagging minutes behind. Yeah, the timer up here is accurate to where I'm exactly at. So if you ever wonder how far behind I am, it's that. But I would blame BT Sport. You know? I'm subbing to you, man. Thank you very much, Nick_B. Sub, like, all that good stuff. Appreciate it. Of course, I'll be live until full time, in which Jim and Gonzo will join and do their match review live. Talking about they were both very up for this game, very excited. They both love the FA Cup more than anything. Both had big score predictions, which haven't quite come up to pass yet. But yeah, you know, I'll be here. I'll just put the link in the chat, make it as easy as possible for you all. I appreciate it. But yeah, thank you, sir. Game on the phone, you on the laptop. What a day! What a day indeed! What a combination! You know, what a combination. I apologize. The one thing I will say I like about when BT Sport, when a match is on BT and not on Sky or Amazon, is I usually watch it. If it's on Sky and Amazon, I watch it on my phone, which is quite a small screen, obviously. And so to see it on my TV and not my second screen monitor for my PC is good. It means I see more, you know. Thanks for the shout out. Of course, Nick. Nice logo, PlayStation. Have you got a PS5? Let's talk about it. Have you got a PS5? If so, what games should you get? Exciting times. Cade Flan, I assume you're a County fan. Good to see you. Tell me what you're thinking of the game from a Stockport perspective. Tell me what you're thinking. How do you feel about it? What do you think of the score? Give me a score prediction. You know, how do you feel you've been playing? I think you've been pretty good. Soufal turned there, and his foot was slipping all over the shop. There was you could just hear the puddles. It was like, you know, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Soufal trying. Who was that playing? I think it was Yarmolenko who played it through to Soufal. Couldn't quite get there. We've got him in a good position here. They're ratcheted in. They're tight in here, but it's just a case of finding the creativity to unlock them here, and we've just not done it yet. There are people warming up, and I feel like if the pitch was better, I'd be more hyped to see, say, someone like Nathan Holland come on, but it just isn't the game. It just isn't the game for him, unfortunately. There's no space for him. You know, Nathan Holland is a guy, from what I know, who's obviously strong with his pace. He moves quickly. He's got a good speed and running and dribbling and all that sort of stuff. This isn't a game for dribblers. It's rough. The pitch is difficult. There's not much space to play. I think there's someone who supports Stockport said it in the chat earlier. They're sitting so deep. There's just no space. We're trying to play the ball into Antonio, but there's no space for him to move at all. And I think Nathan Holland would find much of the same issues that anyone else on the pitch has found. We've got to look for passes. We've got to be passing a bit quicker. But again, the pitch is just played perfectly into Stockport's hands here. I'm not dismissing the idea of a 4-0 or a 5-0, whatever Gio and Gonzo were predicting earlier, for example. I'm not dismissing that as such. I see that's a decent ball, but maybe a bit of it was hopeful. Sai tried something, couldn't quite get there. As much as I'm not dismissing a large scoreline at the end, because again, it's one of those things where you often see with a lower league side who have to work as hard as humanly possible that they do eventually just run out of steam and can concede very quickly at the end. But at the same time, it could easily go the other way. We've got people on the bench who can be game changers, right? Bowen, Fornals, interesting Suchek, interesting people you could say could change this game, but I don't know. As it goes on, I become less confident. I did say yesterday 2-1, like I said, but that was when I thought we were going to play a much weaker side. But this pitch, I think, has nullified it a lot. But also, I think we've just not been at it enough. I'm hoping Stockport win just so we aren't the biggest. I mean, that's a fair point, Ed. I appreciate it. Lots of blue and white hearts in the chat. Good to see you, youngsters. I assume you're a Stockport fan. Good to see. I agree. I think Stockport. Rice charging forward, trying to do something, do literally anything. Declan. Oh, it's frustrating. Rice was charging forward there, and he got into a good position, and I don't think Stockport were quite ready for it. And this is what I mean. You have to be very direct when you have these opportunities. You have to catch them when they're out of position, and he did well there. And Antonio was just sort of running directly in front of him. There was nothing invention there, and Rice didn't end up taking the shot. You want him to either be able to take the shot or take the pass, and Antonio didn't really create any real good opportunity for him. He was just sort of running in a straight line. And Rice ran into a dead end and couldn't really do anything. Frustrating. Because that's the sort of thing you've got to do. Oh, this is a good opportunity. Chest is a bit off. This is what you need. You need to play with a bit more forward thinking like that. But it's just not quite happening. Funny how West Ham always struggling up against lower league teams. You're right, Raymond. We always do. I think that's what I've always been scared about today. Not scared, just not comfortable about it. You know? Instead of pens, says Wally World, can we decide it by mud wrestling? I tell you what, you want a mud wrestle, I would back Craig Dawson against any man. Listen, if we really want to stack the odds in our favour, let's have a mud wrestle, but between the coaching staff. Moyes, Irvine, Nolan, Pearce, mate. Big. We could do a Survivor Series style elimination tag team match. There'd be problems. Stockport looking to make some substitutions now. We've got some people warming up, getting ready to come on. Cade says Alex Reid, best player on the pitch. He has done stuff. he's your striker, right? Who's supposedly in quite good form. I think it's another one of those situations where it's just difficult for him because he's not getting enough opportunities because you're having to defend so much. But he's not had a bad game by any stretch of imagination, I don't think. Would I say he's the best player on the pitch? Probably not, but I don't know who I would say, to be fair. So Sure, he's the best player on the pitch. There we go. I think we've all come to a consensus. I think we've all come to the consensus that is the case. Yeah. Bring back Big George. Thank you. Bring back Big George. He scored for Norwich. He even scored in this game. This is a Hugo game. You're telling me you wouldn't get rough in that? I'll tell you what, he'd win a mud wrestling match. You want him in. Get him in. Get him in. Just a punch across the field there. Big diag into the corner flag as if anyone was ever going to be there. Cheers. Stockport making their changes. Their manager looks... Stockport's manager looks like an RE teacher. How's it going? Says Lloyd. It's a turgid match. If Athos 32 was here, he would describe it as turgid. It's Alex Reid is coming off, who's the player who's apparently best on the pitch, for Richie Bennett. Fair play, number 9. Love that. How's it going? I think it's a rough match. Stockport are defending very well. They've got a bank of 4 and a bank of 5. They're well organised. They know what they're doing. They're making it as difficult as possible. The pitch is helping them. I think from a West Ham perspective, we need to be passing the ball quicker. We need to have a bit more invention about us to even come close to breaking this county side down. And we're not doing it right now, and I think the pitch obviously makes that difficult. But you've got genuine internationals on this pitch right now. We've played a very strong team, and they are handling us relatively easily. We need to be passing quicker like this. This is a good opportunity. Actual passing's going on. Yarmolenko just under pressure, couldn't really do anything. Soufal tries to cross it. Don't bother putting it out to Soufal. If you're going to don't bother going for crosses in this game. It's pointless. What you want to do, right, is when you're in those situations, because let's be real, Souček's not on the pitch. We're not going to score. What you need to do is if the ball gets to Soufal, you want him to drag the defenders out of position a little bit just by existing with the ball, because they're going to want to try and close him down a little bit. The temptation's going to be there, and then you pass it back across goal quickly. You don't want to flip in, waste time trying to find Soufal to put a cross into the box. That's Premier League tactics. This is National League. That's a good ball by Rice, but no one there. That's what you want to do. Otherwise, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. Jared Bowen is stripping off to come on now. Is it the right decision? I don't know. Lots of people putting up stuff about Sol Bamba. I assume the news is bad. If so, obviously, sad news. Respect, all respect to him and his family. Souček coming on as well now. Souček and Bowen. Well, we're bringing on the Premier League players. We're not bringing on the youth players. We're going for it at least. I'd be interested who he takes off. I suspect it would be as obvious as Noble and Yarmolenko. You could maybe make an argument for someone else in the front, in the 3 behind. I'll diagnose it. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Fo. Then obviously, all due respect, that's awful news. Awful news, and all the best wishes go out to him. 9 attempts to 2. And none of those attempts have been particularly great either. That's frustrating me. That's what's frustrating me here. Bowen for pace is Chuck. I mean, I think that's fair if you want to do it for Yarmolenko. I think my concern is a little bit this pitch just doesn't work for a pacey player, but at the same time, if Stockport come even close to putting people forward like they just have in that instance, for example, having someone like Bowen on to just punt the ball and to just run it up the pitch like Rice did about 5 minutes ago is the right thing to do. Would love to see Souček up front. You raise an excellent point, Clips. I tell you what, if Souček is up front, then get the ball out to Kufar and just start whapping balls into the box. Just start swazzing them in. Why not? Just start swazzing them in left, right, and centre, you know? I think that's fair. I think that's totally fair. But, and to be fair, actually, if he's on the pitch, then start crossing the ball, that's fine. But until then, I don't think we should be bothering. I think we should be trying to outplay them on the floor. Ben Rahmat looking very frustrated and then just having to go long again because there's not enough space and creativity there. He's not getting the options. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. Chuck says my beard is safe. Well, I'm not mentioning it again just in case. I should do. I'm a YouTuber. Subscribe. If you're new around here, subscribe and hit the like button. I want to get to 249 likes specifically, please. But yeah. You lot could lose 5-0 tonight, and the media still won't be asked. They'll still be talking about Leeds and how Bielsa lost it tomorrow. Fam, you're seeing shadows there, Ed. I can't lie to you. Bielsa is the flavour of the month, but I don't think I don't know how fussed. I think it's just whoever has the biggest upset. Jennings puts it in. Randolph claims it. Randolph picks it up. Catches it. And now we attack fast, please. Ben Rama. Go. 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 He lays it off. Lanzini. Yarmolenko's with him. Find Yarmolenko. Let's get this passing going. Horrendous pass. Cheers. This pitch is a crime against football. It's not a great pitch, is it? But it's an incredibly rainy night. It's the middle of winter, and it's a National League side, so they've not got the funds to keep the pitch as pristine as a Premier League side would. But it is bad. And again, the temptation when a pitch is like this is to keep the ball in the air, because it can't struggle to move in that sense. But at the same time, Migsy, is Antonio still on the pitch? Yes, we have still not had any substitutions. It's the 67th minute. No substitutions as of yet. Can't make excuses. If Spurs beat Marine 5-0 on someone's back garden, you not should be able to win here. I agree, Ed. Yep. So we got Souček and Bowen. They're here. And here come the substitutions. 67th minute. I don't know if anyone said 67. I know Clips obviously said 69. I'd have to double check and look back if anyone said 67. Bowen is coming on for Andrei Yarmolenko. Andrei is coming on for Andrei Yarmolenko. And who's Souček coming on for? It would be Lanzini or Noble would be my bet. I suspect. Let me put it this way: if it's not Noble, then it's Lanzini. Okay, okay. Well, we'll see if it works. I won't criticise until I've seen if it works or not. But at the same time, Chuck, they're looking dangerous now. They are looking dangerous now. It's very true. Poor ball in, but it's worked out. Stockport still sort of in a dangerous area. We're camped a little bit here. Cross was terrible. Randolph lets it go out. So they are looking dangerous now. They're starting to create a little bit more, starting to get on the ball a little bit more. But the thing is, that helps us. I want them to do that, to be fair. I want them to step forward to us a little bit and give us a little bit more space, because that's what we need. Because then they weren't giving us space before and we just couldn't do anything about it because we're just not good enough. I feel like we need them to, if anything, get a little bit more dangerous, get a little bit more confident and step to it in order to actually do something, you know? In order to actually do something. But we'll see. So Ed says, Charlie, can you play I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles on the piano? I can't play that, no. But then Young Diz says, no, that's gay. Young Diz, take a chill pill. Your mum's gay. There we go. L's. There we go. Can I play on the piano? I actually can't play on the piano, no. I've never tried to. Learn. I should have thought about that. I should have bought that. Crazy Chimp, has West Ham got a full team out? Yes, we have actually. Almost. There's one or two people rested. There's three people rested. Our first team left back, Souček and Bowen, who have both just come on, were both rested as well. But they've now come on. So, you know. Give me a second. There we go. Big L's. Big L's. Cresswell is supposedly about to come on as well. So all of the first team players who were rested are now on. I'm shocked Mikel Antonio is still on the pitch. I'm shocked. It felt like he should have been off. I can't lie. It really should have. And not only just because he needs it because we need to manage his injury as much as possible. Also, just because if we're being honest, it's not working. So try something else. Whether that means putting someone else, changing it to a 4-4-2 or whatever. Like, I don't think it matters. But realistically, do something. Do something. Do something. You're not signing a striker this month? Don't know. Is the answer. Don't know. I would be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't, is the way I would word it. I think it's probably our main priority, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't, because we're David Moyes and West Ham. Werner has to leave Chelsea. I don't think so. I think it's too premature. I think it's insane that Chelsea spent 200 plus whatever million it was on Frank Lampard. If the second his results don't go perfectly, he gets fired. Now, he's not got fired yet, obviously, or maybe he has and I've just missed the news. But I think they need to rest up a minute. I think they need to calm down. I think they need to take a bit of pressure. But Lampard's the one whose head's going to roll out of everyone. I think Werner's a good enough player where it will happen eventually for him. It's just about finding the right formation and the right scene. And they've got so many options there that it's almost impossible for them to do it. You know what I mean? We'll see, though. We'll see. A little bit of pressing here from West Ham, and it's forcing Stockport don't look comfortable with it, but they're getting more and more confident in this game as the game goes on. A late winner for them would be golden, but I don't think. Again, I can't stress this enough. As much as Stockport are going to get more and more confident coming into this, you want them almost to get more confident because you want the space to be created and behind. And that's what we're struggling with now. Cresswell's coming on for Ben Johnson, straight swap. He won't be hyped about his performance, but I don't think he'll be angry about it either. Let me just do something actually, because I didn't do it earlier. There we go. I need that. What I need to do is just click that. There we go. There we go. Just needed to do a little something back behind the scenes there. I'm just catching up with the chat there. I wasn't looking properly. Just wasn't properly concentrating there because I was doing something behind the scenes. I'm seeing James gone talking about Haller and stuff. I agree. You're right. Werner just needs to get a team. I think that's true. You need to have I think Chelsea need to find a system in which they can play the right players in the right positions. They've got incredible pieces. This is a great opportunity for Stockport here. Number 9 tries to play it back across, and Ogbonna just punts it clear like Craig Dawson did to that guy's head the other day. Just big boots, laces, nothing but lace. They've got great pieces there. Chelsea. It's about figuring out what the puzzle is. You know, I think once they find that, then they should be good. But I don't know. Like, I think getting rid of Lampard would be premature, but at the same time, I could see them doing it. But I don't think they should yet. I don't think they should get rid of anyone yet. They've got some ancillary players they can maybe sell to try and, I don't know. But I don't think selling anyone's going to be useful at this point for Chelsea. Stockport again trying to gut their way through. Soufal. Stockport there just started wandering through, and we just were terrified. We were sort of schlonging legs at it with no real care, and Stockport got through there. Soufal just basically let the guy walk past. Thankfully, Darren Randolph was there, and the shot was poor. Again, though, we need them to come out. We need them to get a bit more confidence because we need to be able to expose that. It's a good opportunity. He played across the box. Goalkeeper came out. Ben Rumble went for it there, but it's not quite worked up. Nathan Whitaker, bro, show us your screen. We need to see the game. No, YouTube will kill us. They They will come from a great height and they will poop on us like King Kong. But if you look in the description below, there is a Discord link. If you click on that, there's a thing called Stream Links. In there are stream links for the game provided by the wonderful Jim Stebbings. Get involved. Stockport County will win. Listen, it's a possibility, bro. It's a possibility. Stockport winning is a legit possibility. They're playing well. They're playing well. Fluffy Python, I fear for the cat. If we lose this one, I'm going to kick the cat. Listen. If you've watched Clips' videos, you know there's too many cats getting hurt out there. We don't need any more. We don't need any more. You recommend Chelsea lose? Fragile Frank has to get tucked into bed before forehead kiss to uncarry. It's a thing in it. It's a thing in it with Lampard. I don't know. I'm not convinced by him. Is all I'll say. I wasn't convinced by them when I wasn't convinced when Lampard came in, but the first season made me think, well, maybe there is something there. Second season, he's obviously struggling, but they've introduced like 25 players into that team, all who have to start, and it's like, it's a difficult situation for any manager, especially an inexperienced one such as him. We'll see. I think it's just, it's tough. Yeah. And this is again the situation we didn't want to be in, where Stockport are sat deep, because when Stockport was sat deep, they were really resolute and they had the organisation down. They were able to just like basically shrug us off, because we just don't have it. We just don't have it in us. We're not tactically. I don't think we practice what to do in this area well enough to really look super competent. We've got good enough players on the pitch. It's more than good enough players, but we're just not doing it. We're not passing fast enough. And again, the pitch is slightly to blame for that, but we weren't doing it even at the beginning of the game when the pitch wasn't as bad as this. Just do something. Do something. We've got 5 substitutes. So we've got 2 more subs we could potentially bring on. Again, I can't stress how shocked I am Mikel Antonio is still on. We've played all Premier League players so far. All first team players. Why will YouTube punish you? Yeah, as Fashizi's just said, copyright laws and copyright rules on YouTube are very strict. So if you were to show the game or even to hear the commentary, it would be the copyright people would come and get you. Yeah, it just is what it is. You have to play within the rules, unfortunately. So I'll try to bring you these, make these as exciting and good as possible, but at the same time, we can't show it again. Yeah. Do West Ham really need listen? West Ham need a new goalkeeper eventually, but Kiko Casilla can go somewhere else. I'm sure someone in Spain would potentially take him. I would hope we wouldn't. Sub Antonio to save his legs, or keep him on to take a penalty. Oh no, sub him off. I wouldn't want him taking a penalty anyway. Someone else can take a penalty as good as Mikel Antonio. Just sub him off, save his legs. He's too injury prone. As I think as Bennett is their number 9, was just charging forward there. And again, this is what we want. Let them charge forward. Let them create space for us. We have to have enough confidence in Ogbonna and Dawson that they can keep out of Stockport. Just let them come at us, and then we'll be able to have a bit of space. How are we a side who plays counter-attacking football and yet we can't bloody counter-attack? Explain. America, explain. Why is this one Arkansas? Why is this one Kansas and this one not Arkansas? No comment, James, is what I'd say. No comment, James. I did hear that, and I thought it was maybe a bold one. I thought it was maybe a bold one, but there we go. Again, Ed, I just don't want Kiko. He can stay away. He can stay away. The thing is, Stockport are more than happy for us to have the ball like we are now. When Stockport are sat deep, they are more than happy for us to just chill, to just go, yeah, you go on in, pass the ball around. We're confident you're not going to do anything. They've defended really well. They've got their setup right, but we've not been good enough to really challenge them in that sense. But they're more than happy to let us do this, and that's kind of the police. That's kind of the problem. Sorry, not the police. It's because I read James's comment there at the same time. That's kind of the problem, is we can't do anything like this. We've never been able to do anything like this under David Moyes. We couldn't do it against Manuel Pellegrini either, really. If teams sat deep, we struggled because we haven't got it drilled into us what to do in these situations. Now Souček's on the pitch, the answer is to just get it wide and just start pumping the ball into the box. But I mean, is that really what our plan A is? Is to pass the ball to Kufau and Cresswell and just start crossing it to Thomas Souček's head? Souček, by the way, who seems to be playing slightly further forward than Rice and Noble, interestingly. It just, I don't know, man. We're here now. Dawson out to Kufau, plays the ball in. It was Souček on the end of it, by the way. It was Souček on the end of it, by the way. At least I won 120 on the game yesterday when Leeds made those halftime subs. I knew we'd lose. Win. Fair play, mate. Fair play. Fair play. Big dubs. Well, semi-dubs, but fair play. So Jennings coming off for Stockport now, and on his place coming on Southam Hales is how I pronounce that. Don't know nothing about him. I am ignorant. I'm ignorant when it comes to Stockport, unfortunately. It's a shame. Because I'd like to, I'd just like to know more. This pitch is so bad. When they pass the ball, you just see it slowly roll, and it's like, oh my god. Really does remind me of a second. It's got a good ball over the top. Soufal's there. Pulls it back across. Corner. Hopefully Noble's not taking corners anymore, because his corners in the first half weren't great. They were fine with it. Quick one by Bowen. 1-2. Good. This we should be doing faster. Bowen plays it in. Oh, it's Craigie. Big Craigie Dawson. Yes. The boy. Rose like a salmon. Oh. See, you play with a bit of pace. It benefits you. It's not complicated. Craigie Dawson. Yes. And for the first... Hang on, let me just watch this again. So it's a quick 1-2 with Rice. Jared Bowen picks it up again. Puts it into a really good area. And, oh, what a run by mate. Dawson, late run, just flies into the area. Stockport, marking areas. I can't remember what the word is. It's all gone out of my head. I'm just excited about Craig. For the first time, I'm getting to put a 1 here, and it's because of Craig Dawson. What a moment in life. We will remember this day. 2021 has arrived officially. Before this was all preamble. Now we are here. Craig Dawson. Big up Craigie. Yes. #it. What a boy. What a boy. Everyone can take their bums off the squeaky bum time list. We're good now. We're good. Clips, congratulations. You will take that first score of W. You were bang on for it. Crazy Chimp, did Dawson play for Watford? Yes, he did. WHUFC, so it was a cross. Yes, it was a corner. Bowen took it short to Rice quickly, to the point where they weren't ready, and 1-2 to Bowen, and then a ball came in early, and Dawson arriving late. Big rising header. What time to be alive? Glenn Kitely has arrived. Good evening, Glenn. How good to see you. If anyone's interested in Arsenal content, go check out Glenn's channel. Very good, of course. See you in the finals, mate. I don't know if you saw the draw earlier. We've got Doncaster after this. If we can still make it through this game, we've got Doncaster. And then if we make it through that game, we've got either Manchester United or Liverpool. So I don't know if the final is maybe something on the cards for us, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. And you said stop crossing the ball. Yes, before Souček came on. And then I said do it quicker. It's not complex. It's not complex, WHUFC. You play faster. Because if you play slowly, like we were doing, that just gives Stockport the opportunity to go. So you do it quicker. So we do it when they're not ready. Because before they were just ready and we were just stood there like plums. Fam, it's not complex. Someone tell David Moyes. Did Dawson play for what? Yeah, I said that. Just checking the thing. I was sorry, I was going on about Dawson so much I completely missed all of the chat. Oh, look at the hype for Craig Dawson. Look at the hype for Craig Dawson. Mate, WHUFC don't like me, does he? Good to see you, my friend. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to subscribe and like the video. Follow me on Twitter at ATopLad. Why not? Don't worry about it. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Good to see you. How long have I been following? I like the way how long has this guy been following? Didn't even ask me. Didn't even ask me. Rude. Talk about me when I'm right here. Rude. Anyway. I think this game's ours now. I can't see Stockport scoring at this point. I think this is all us, which is a shame for them because I think they've actually defended resolutely, and I think they've, especially in the second half, they've made it difficult for us, and at times turned the screw and looked like they could do something. It's just not worked out for them, unfortunately. I don't see them scoring now. I think the game's passed. I think now this is could have all cut to me in 10 seconds going, oh, Stockport have scored, but I feel like the game's done. I feel like we're more likely to score now than they are, unfortunately. Which is a shame because they have actually done genuinely well. But this is the opportunity, as Chuck just said there. Now they'll come at us and maybe we can get another. That's exactly it. Let them come at us, play a bit faster, and maybe we'll get them. Do I get any points for my goal prediction, JJ Smith? Fair. If you want. 3. There you go. You're welcome. Because I said volley off a corner. You did say, to be fair, you did. Maybe. I don't know. I'll tell you what. Take pride for now, but we'll look into it in the future. WHUFC, where are you from? I'm trying to decide whether to take you seriously now or not. Because my guttural instinct is to say your mum's house, but I don't know whether I should be serious. I don't know if you can tell by the accent. I'm from London. Shock. I'll take you. Do you know what? I'll take you seriously. I'm from North London. I'm from North London, WHUFC. Where are you from? Canning Town. Proper foe. Proper West Ham. He said not East End. Okay, now we're here. I'm from your mum's house, mate. I'm from your mum's house. She says hello. What are you doing? How are you doing? Have you finished your homework yet? What do you want to know? What do you want to know? I don't think you understand. You can't win. Don't step to me. This is good. This is good. You a Spurs fan? No, I'm on a West Ham channel, you idiot. Who do you think I support, you dipstick? Do you think if I supported another team, I'd be sat by myself on a West Ham channel talking about Stockport versus West Ham? You silly Billy. Go on, you little... Get on your chipmunk. It's past your bedtime. I understand you're hyped and all that, but at the same time, you know what I mean? Numpty. Don't come to me with your dead jokes, fam. If you want dead jokes, I could go. If you want dead jokes, I can go anywhere else. Just don't step. It's fine. Why West Ham? Bruv, who are you? I don't care. Viva Dele Alli. Who gives a crap, fam? Legit. So Odebeku has come on in the 90th minute. You love to see it. He's finally here. And I think there was someone else behind him. I think it was Fornals. It is Pablo Fornals. Good to see Odebeku get some time on the pitch at least. I wanted to see it at half time, but it didn't quite work out. Nathan Whitaker, lucky. I mean, to be fair, Nathan, I do think you've been a bit hard done by here. I can't lie to you, mate. I can't lie to you. Disgracefully, he does not support Arsenal, says Jogma69. North London doesn't need more Arsenal fans. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? North London doesn't need more Arsenal fans. It's good to see Odebeck. To be fair, I wanted Odebeck one at half time. It's just frustrating. He's at least he's getting some time. A cheeky Odebeck goal would tie this knot up nice. You know what I mean? Would make it all good. Would make it all good. We don't need North London fans. Fam, who are you? I will quote Nikki from Big Brother until the day I die. Who is she? Who is she? I don't... Bruv, who are you? I don't care what you think. I don't know if you've understood how this works. When I rocked up with I'm from your mum's house, I'm not fussed, frankly, what you think. Foe, it's fine. Honestly, it's fine. It's honestly fine. I respect it. I hope he liked and subscribed and comes back next week because I could use the laugh. I'm still waiting for the Doctor Who guy to come back. He's not come back. Sad times. Sad times. North London is a shit. Parts of it are. Ed, I can't lie to you. I can't lie to you. I can't lie to you. Which ex-West Ham player still playing would you take back? It's a good question, Joes. I would take back Jordan Hugill, but that's because I'm me. I would take back Jordan Hugill because I'm me, but realistically, don't know. I don't know. It's a good question. I need to think about it. So, could say it's grim up North London. I mean, you could say that. That is a thing you could say if you wanted, for reasons. Payet, Andy Carroll. He's probably the Doctor Who fan, CW. Maybe, but if it's taking him that long to come back, he's slow as well as stupid. But I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Dean Garner. Dean Garner's not a bad shout. I'm trying to think who would actually be useful. Fluffy pie from your mum's house. Are you the postman, the milkman, or the Tesco delivery driver? Milkman, like in Father Ted, innit? There you go. That's a reference. Postman Pat. There's no joke there. I just said the words Postman Pat out loud. I just said... If you had the choice, would you take Winston Reid back off loan now? I wouldn't. I think he would get into the squad right now because obviously Diop and Balbuena have obviously got their problem. Obviously self-isolating and whatnot. But would I take him back now? I'll just leave him. I'll leave him out. I think Winston Reid's I think he's played his last game for West Ham, unfortunately. 4 hours is going for it here. Can't quite get on the end of it. That was a bloody hell. Fair play to their goalkeeper. Just dealt with that beautifully. The play back was wild and he just had to chest it. But yeah. Their goalkeeper is wedge, isn't he? He's flipping huge. He's a hench boy. He's a hench boy. Final opportunity for Stockport here. You'd think. Big ball into the box. Ogbonna nods it down. Still on the ball. Not quite played in. They're there. Randolph collects it. You'd have to imagine that's be it. I'm looking at the chat. I'm seeing full time. So that was it. 1-0 at the end of the day. West Ham 1. Stockport County 0. Unfortunate. If you're a Stockport fan, I think you'd probably be feel a bit hard done by that. You can't lie. They could have had something at one point. They looked like they were getting dangerously close to getting something. It just didn't, for them, unfortunately, work out in a way. They just didn't capitalize on their opportunities. It's a shame because they could have done something there. They defended resolutely, but 1-0, we're through to the next round. It's far from glamorous. It's far from exciting, but a win's a win, I guess. A win's a win, I guess. So I'd like to thank you all for coming. While I just find when I find the next video for you all, because of course Gio and Gonzo will be going live in a moment with their full-on review, which I'll give you all the links so you can go and enjoy that. And I'll say one last time, subscribe if you're new around here, and drop a like if you've enjoyed the video. I do genuinely appreciate you all getting involved. Alan, Albert, All Things Leeds, Ed, Ash on 60 FPS, Ben Davis, Chuck, David Knight, Duvet Dancer, Eduardo, Fluffy Python, Faux Sheezy, thank you very much for your help, sir. INX1, JJ Smith, James Gunn, Joes, John, Josh, John169, Lee Turnbull, Michael Price, Migsy, Nick _B, Pavlo Ray Borum, Strawn Swadley, Shep Contracting, Tiago, Wally, Wasted, WHU, and Nathan. Thank you all for coming. Appreciate it. Here is the link. Give me a second for the review. It will be live in just a moment. Click on here. Go and have a look. Gion Gonza will be live doing their review in just a minute. I appreciate you all joining. Anyone who donated, Brian Lee, I appreciate Jamie Green, Ben Davis, D Sport, Logan. Thank you all for coming. And yeah, I'll see you for whatever the next game is. I can't remember. It's on Saturday or Sunday, I think. I'll see you then. Cheers, everyone. Bye.